You're live. Oh my God, I'm live. I am live today. Again. Try something new. No more headset. I'm trying to have microphone and speaker. And yeah, so welcome to my chat, my live stream. My name is Danny. I am located in Yonkers, New York, United States of America. And welcome back. I had a couple of issues yesterday on the original stream. I was using OBS, and I'm ditching that for now for this channel because unfortunately, I don't really need it. So, and I'm also trying out the microphone thing here. So I'm gonna be using the mic. I bought this mic a while back, and because I was gonna do this sometime in the future, and I bought the microphone. I bought this arm over time, and then I bought the they call this pop filter. I guess that's what they call it, something like that. So when anybody comes on, they can let me know if the audio is okay, if it's too loud, if it's too, because I won't know that after the replay. Because the second stream that I did with the webcam came out good. It was fine. And when I was on for an hour and 25 minutes after that 3-hour live chat before that, the one that finally disintegrated. And I think the issue is my laptop. I think that's what's going on. Oh my God. Okay, I don't want a job update, please. Again, no, thank you. I need to put the updated version of Java. I left the old version because I was trying to do something with one of my network stuff, but forget it. So this thing won't pop up anymore every time I reboot. So anyway, so welcome to the chat. So whatever you will talk about whatever you want to talk about, radio related or otherwise. I know we have the issue with this hurricane. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to be on the, I have two screens. So this screen is going to be for I can monitor the chat and also, of course, the webcam. And then I'm going to have that screen over there, which you won't be able to see, unfortunately. And that's going to be so I can check out websites or whatever. And then also I'm going to turn on the radio. And see if you can hear the radio. Because that's the reason why I don't want the headset no more. I want to see if you can hear the audio on the radio. And let's try that.
En SoundCloud. Conéctate a nuestro canal de SoundCloud. Radio Televisión Martí. Escucha los programas y las noticias más importantes de Cuba y del mundo. Visita soundcloud.com. Busca nuestros audios por demanda. Descarga todo el contenido de tu interés y disfrútalo después para que tu data no se agote. Escúchanos donde sea y cuando sea.
All right. Hey, hello, Walter. How did you first get into radio? In terms of you mean my hobby? Ever since I was a little boy. My older brother had a boombox back in the 70s. I believe it was like 1977. And he had a boombox that had shortwave. It had shortwave 1 and 2. And I saw that actually before that, my oldest brother had a multi-band radio. It was a brand called Sound Design. It's an old brand. I'm sure they rebranded that radio over and over. Hey, what's up, Keegan? How's it going? And when I saw that radio, I saw the multi-band, but I also saw, I believe in the back of the radio, it had the world map. Like all these shortwave radios, that had the world map with a time zone thingy. So I was like, wow, you can listen to the other side of the world on this and, things like that. So that was my first look into shortwave. And then, of course, he never let me use that radio. Oh, okay, you started on CB and eventually decided to do, okay. Yeah, I didn't go that route. I started on shortwave. CB, I dabbled on some, but I was never, a talker on CB. My friends were into CB. They were trying to get me into CB, but I was never a talker. Unlike now, I was not that way when I was younger. So I got into shortwave first. And then when my brother bought that boombox, the JVC boombox by 1977, that's when I heard my first shortwave station. And it was the BBC. Because I knew about the BBC because public television, I remember as a little boy, I used to watch Mighty Python. Right? Mighty Python Flying Circus, which was funny. I used to watch that as a kid with my brothers. And I remember the BBC, I was like, oh, they're from England. Okay. This is a, British comedy. Okay, whatever, it was funny. And, so when I heard on the radio, I'm like, BBC. Oh, this is from England. Okay, this is from London. Okay. And I was like, wow, I can listen to, these stations all over the world. And that's how I got into shortwave. And then that same year, we moved to Puerto Rico. And then I wanted a radio like that for my birthday. Of course, my mom didn't have money. So she bought me a little AM transistor radio. I forgot the model of it. I know if I look at the picture, I know it's a small AM transistor radio. It's with a 9-volt battery. It's really like one of these radios. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I don't want to take it. You know what I'm talking about. I have one right here. It's an old one. This one's really old. Like one of these AM when I was a little boy. So I would because I grew up in New York, so my Spanish was not that good. Very limited Spanish. I had to learn Spanish fast because I was going to school in Puerto Rico. So I said, I don't want to hear Spanish stations on AM. So I finally picked a station from Florida. Then I got into medium wave DXing. And that's how I got into the shortwave and then medium wave DXing because the radio, AM radio, even though it was a cheap little portable radio, I picked a Florida station. And I picked up a couple of English-speaking stations around the Caribbean, like Virgin Islands and stuff like that. And that's how I got into medium wave DXing, was because of that. So I got hooked on AM. Shortwave, but I got hooked on medium wave DXing. That was my thing. That's my thing now. I love medium wave DXing. And every time I travel, I try to listen to anything on. I leave my radio all day on AM and 82 degrees and sunny here. Oh, nice. It was a little chilly this morning here. I'm sorry I was late today, but I had to run around. I had to do some errands, and I just got in and I just wiped the sweat off my forehead and I'm trying out the microphone. The microphone. This sounds okay. Can you hear the radio when I put this on too? Let me see. Okay, Walter. I don't want to pronounce your last name. I don't want to butcher it. Strem. Okay. Stremel. Okay. I'm not going to pronounce it. Forget it. You're going to call it Walter because you're the only Walter here anyway. So, Walter, welcome to the chat. I started on CB and eventually decided to do shortwave. Yeah. A lot of people, it's a cross. And I became a ham. Eventually, I got my license. So, yeah, it starts from listening to radio, AM radio, whatever, or shortwave. And then CB, and then become a ham. Now I'm a ham. I'm a technician level. I just got it. But now I'm going to go for my general. So, and let me see. I'm trying to go here. Okay. Keegan DX. First radio I remember are my dad's Halley Crafter SX62 and Icon 706 tuned to WWV. Okay. And Walter, that's amazing. It's sad that the BBC has. Yeah, it is sad. They stopped broadcasting North America. Yeah. And yeah, it's not only BBC is happening a lot now. Sometimes unfortunately something like this has to remind them that some natural disaster has to remind them that we still need shortwave. I mean, look at Cuba now. They wiped out the island power. So Keegan DX had a low of 51 here this morning. Yeah, it was around that time, around 51. You know, right now it's in the 70s. It's nice. It's perfect outside. It's nice, beautiful. But I said I was gonna make a chat today, so I know otherwise I'll be in the backyard right now. I would have been in the backyard listening to my radio. But I said let me do this today because I want to try this microphone because I don't want to do the headset anymore because I want to start playing radios here and I want the microphone to pick it up. And so this is why I bought this for this a long time ago. I had this for over a year. But I just never, you know, when I finally had the courage to start live streaming again and stuff like that, then I set up all this stuff here. So let me see who's going down. 51. Okay. Walter, that's amazing. Did you have to go to Hialeah to pick up a floor? No. I mean, I was near where I live at is right on the north part of Florida. Florida. I was near the capital, San Juan. I was in a town called Trujillo Alto, which is near San Juan, which is right there by the coast. So I had clear shot all the way to Dominican Republic, Cuba, and then Florida. So I had clear shot all the way through. So no, and I had to go higher and because medium wave, you don't have, you know. But yeah, but it was obviously it was at night. So I would stay up late, and especially because in school, and when I was in grade school, I didn't have to go to school till 12 o'clock. Because in grade school in Puerto Rico, it's weird. They have an AM class and a PM class. So I don't like to wake up early. I hated waking up early. So I nudged my mama, can I go to PM class? So my school schedule was from 12 to about 5:15, 5:30. That was my school schedule for elementary. And then I think one semester you go afternoon, and then the other semester you have to do morning. It's weird the way it was in Puerto Rico back then. So I hated morning. The morning is like for 7:30 in the morning, but you get out at 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock, the day is done. It's not all day school in Puerto Rico. It wasn't like that. It was like, 5 hours, 6 hours at that time. And yeah, so when I used to go to, when I had to wake up late. Oh, okay. My dad's school agreement started at 9 o'clock in the morning when he was yeah. Well, no, but I'm telling you, the afternoon school started at midday, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. While the kids were having lunch leaving, I was coming in. The morning, it's like a morning class, and then so I did both. But when I did the afternoon class, I would stay up late and I would be listening to the radio and all that because I didn't know how to get up early. I was like, okay, I had to get up too early. So yeah. So Keegan, my dad, W9 JEF, got his license in August 1954. He was 15 then. Yeah, that's cool. Walter KC2W DJ here, and my call sign is right there. I don't know if you can see it. Is Kilo Delta 2 Zulu Echo KD2 ZZE. A lot of Z's. So yeah, 9 o'clock. Well, but I don't know how it is now. But this is like 1977. I was like in the third grade, and I had to walk to school too. I had to walk through some. It was like a mile walk. I had to walk a mile to go to school, and come back. Walk a mile going to school, and then when I'm done with school, I had to walk a mile back. So for like what I was at the time, 9. I was like around 9 years old, and then some areas were like really tall grass, like this, like you know. That's something kids don't even think about doing now. You know, they got school buses and all. They didn't have all that stuff back then. Not everybody had a school. Not everybody could get into a school bus. You had to walk to school. You know, walk a mile. I remember because I looked it up. I googled it the other day. Google Earth. I went down to the school is still there. It's still around. The school in Puerto Rico, where I went as a kid, it's still there. It's still a school too and everything. And I remember walking a mile each way, so 2 miles a day. My school walk. 9 years old, but it was around 9 years old. Yeah, 9 years. 8.5, 9 years old. And now mommy didn't take me to school. I went by myself. Okay. Those days were like that. These days now, like my son is gonna turn 8. There's no way I'm gonna let him go to school by himself. I take him to school. You know, I'm gonna keep taking him to school until he's so he says, Dad, okay, chill out. Okay, you're embarrassing me now. When he's that age, then okay. But now back then it wasn't heard of. And you go to school by yourself, 8 years old, 9 years old, walk to school, you know. Now it's like people frowning. Okay, like where's the parents? What's going on? Like it's a different time now. The earliest I can remember grade school starting here was Silo M Springs, Arkansas, 8:25 in the second grade, 8:30 in the. Well, that's around the time here too with my son. My son, he has to be in class by 8. Well, they start taking attendance at 9, but they close the doors by 8:45 ish. So I usually take him by 8:30. 8:30, I'm already taking him to school because the teacher waits about 20-30 minutes because some kids eat breakfast at school. My son doesn't eat breakfast at school, but there's other kids that eat breakfast at school. So we have to wait on them too. And then at 9 o'clock is when they start taking attendance. So he has to be, so literally he has to be in class at 9 o'clock. And then he gets dismissed at 2:45. 2:45, yeah, 2:45. So yeah. Walter, I grew up listening to HF on my Hammerlin HQ 105 TR at night in my family's basement. Oh, cool. I have a Hammerlin right here, but there's an HQ 100. It's right here. Let me see if I can show the camera. Maybe I can show. You can barely see it. It's right here. So that's my Hammerlin 100. And I bought that Hammerlin from a guy in Connecticut. I bought the Hammerlin from a guy in Connecticut. $50. $50. It works perfect. It's just that the only thing is somebody took out the clock and butchered it and put a speaker. So there's a little speaker now on it. And I was like, man. But I was thinking about maybe if I could find the clock, put it back in there and get rid of that speaker. The speaker sounds horrible anyway. You can see it from here, actually. Let me see if I can. Maybe just I'll tilt the laptop a little bit. You see, he butchered. See, there was a clock there. So I guess whoever modded this took out the clock and put a speaker and put the switch. If I want to turn on the speaker. But the speaker doesn't sound that good. But the microphone sounds okay. It's not too loud. It's not too overpowering or anything. Because I need your input on that. Because anyway, when I do the replay, when I watch it over and over, I'll see how the audio level is. Because right now I don't think it's overwhelming because my YouTube Studio is only showing one or two green dots, which is not overwhelmingly loud, I think. So this is the format we're gonna do from now on, and then I just could turn on. So this radio right here, the one you just heard, that's the DX100. Radio Shack Realistic DX100. And I was listening to Radio Marti. Let me
On the radio.
Por eso estamos en la radio.
To warn you.
Para amonestarle.
To help you come to Christ.
Y ayudarle que venga a Cristo.
That is the only reason.
Es la única razón.
Give your heart to Christ right now.
Es su corazón a Cristo ya ahorita.
Let's have a pray.
Mientras Elena ora.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video with Hammer. I did one video only on it, but I'm gonna do more on it because that's why I want to do this whole thing because I want to start. I'll tune the bands with that one because that one is working fine. All I gotta do is hook up the speaker and the antenna, and that's it. So yeah, I'll definitely do a video on that. Yeah, it's working fine. It's just I'm trying to butcher the guy took out there's a clock. It's an analog clock that goes there, and he took it out and he put the speaker. Otherwise, it's working perfect. Didn't need to do anything. So then I have a couple of helicopters. Okay, the microphone sounds good. Good, thank you. Yeah, cause I bought this all this stuff a while back, like almost a couple of years already. And I wanted to do this a while back, but one thing after another, reload. So I'm gonna have to relocate a couple of things again because I want to put a screen somewhere. But right now I'm gonna keep it like this because the problem that I had when I did it on like the desktop look with using OBS was I figured out what it was. I had to finally do it a couple of times. I figured out what it was. My laptop is 10 years old. So even though it's an i7 processor, it's an early model, early i7 processor. Even though I got 16 gigs of RAM on this, I think what's happening is after 1 or 2 hours, because I noticed that on the gaming site, on the gaming stream, when I'm playing a game after almost an hour, because the gaming is more CPU intensive, my processor is getting hot. It's overheating. And that's what's crashing the software. So that's what happened yesterday. I was 3 hours in with OBS, but I think what happened is the processor is getting hot because I'm opening up the SDR, which it shouldn't happen, but this laptop is 10 years old now. So it's time to, upgrade. So I'm going to keep it like this because this doesn't tax the processor that much. But that's what happened. I think that's what I finally put 2 and 2 together because I was looking at all the videos that I did on the live stream on the gaming channel and this channel. Hey, what's up, Andy Crowley? Here, brother. How's it going? And I realized that I think it's the processor that's getting taxed. It's overheating. And when the processor overheats, the first thing that's going to go is your operating system, whatever software is going to start crashing and things like that. And I think that's what's happening. I think OBS and me opening multiple tabs and things like that is taxing this processor. And I didn't think that was going to happen. But now that I've done it a few times, I can see the pattern. I saw the pattern that it would overheat. So I'm going to keep it this way because with this setup, I went out yesterday. I was an hour and 25 minutes just like this, and it was fine. And then the last time I did this before that, I was on for 4 hours. So I could see myself being on for 2 hours at least without no issue. So we're gonna do it this way for now, and then I'm gonna be looking for well, not that I have the money for it now, but eventually maybe a gaming PC and try that. But in a way, I wanted to do it this way with this microphone here and everything. So I'm gonna go and let me go look at something on the computer. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna open up. Let me just open up another tab over here, and then I'll drag that to this side because I'm still using 2 screens. It's just this screen is for this YouTube Studio, and then that screen I can still, if I want to put an SDR on that screen, I can do all that. But I'm not gonna do that because again, I don't want my processor to start getting hot. I don't know what. That's what I think it is. So I was gonna check out something. Oh yeah, shortwave. So I want to see if I can listen to Actually, I'm gonna tune it here. Wow. Let me scroll down. Because I was trying to get a Cuban station on medium wave last night, but I had no luck. So on shortwave, let's see. I don't have my SDR, but Let me try to see.
Lo tenían en el diván. Estuvo 6 días en el diván. Sí me habían informado de que lo acusaron, pero cuando así lo sueltan del diván le dicen que retiraron la acusación. Y ahora, si de la nada, estando en el combinado cumpliendo los 2 años, y justamente también le llega esa petición que es de atentado y ataque de 7 años. José Díaz Silva, líder del movimiento Opositores por una Nueva República, fue detenido en marzo pasado después que el régimen le revocara una sentencia de 2 años de trabajo correccional sin internamiento por el cargo de de la policía política. Lo habían amenazado con encarcelarlo si continuaba apoyando a familiares de manifestantes del 11 de julio de 2021 en el reparto habanero La Guinera. Y el más reciente informe del Observatorio de Libertad Académica evalúa cómo el Estado cubano ha venido armándose de herramientas legislativas para someter la cultura y la intelectualidad a las directrices del poder. Yolanda Huerga amplía la información. El informe número 24 del Observatorio de Libertad Académica, que analiza 2 decretos relacionados con la cultura en Cuba, el 226 de 1990.
So that's Radio Marti 9565. Yeah, DX100 with the MLA 30. With the stock okay, give me a minute. I'll talk. Hello. Yes, honey. I'm doing a live stream right now. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, hold on. All right. I'll be right back. I have to open the door for somebody's gonna come in and do so. I'll be right back. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. No, the guy came to look at the rear door, the backyard door, because we're gonna try to we need to replace the back door. So he came to take measurements and stuff. Unexpected stuff going on, but hey, yeah. So he just took measurements and stuff because we need to replace that rear door. It's awful. Somebody could just break in and I mean it's still a strong door. It's just that it's old. So we're gonna replace it. We're gonna put a security gate behind on the other side. So gotta make it tough. Yeah, because this house is old. This house is gonna turn 100. 2 more years, it'll be 100 years old. This house. So there's a whole house. Yeah. Walter, I have to get dinner ready for my better half, so I have to go. But looking forward to you. Anyway, thank you, Walter, for stopping by. It was good. It was good seeing you. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to keep it on Wednesdays until and then when he comes back, I may pick Thursday. That's gonna be my slot most likely. It's gonna be Thursday, 4 p.m. Thursdays. That's why I'm looking at. That's like the sweet spot for me. 4 p.m. Thursdays. If I'm a little late, it'll be 5 p.m. But because like today I was running around. And, today's been like that all day. I've been running around. So I have to say, okay, man, yeah, I gotta make this happen today. My dad's house was built in 1922. He lived there since 1982. I lived in the same house. The house before this one, when I moved here, when I lived in the Bronx, that house was built in 1911. I lived there 40, a good 40. What was it? 1979. To do the math on that, 1979 to 1979 until 2012. Is it 2012? That's a long time. I grew up in that house. So I grew up in that house. When I moved to that house, I was 11 years old, 12 years old. I was around 11. No. I was around 12. And when I moved out of the house, I was approaching 50. So I grew up, yeah. And I grew up around that neighborhood. Now that neighborhood, when I go there, it's totally different now. Because when I lived there was only houses in that block. What's happening in New York City, especially in the Bronx, all those little 2-story houses are going by the wayside, and they're putting up big apartment buildings now. So the house that I lived in the Bronx, there was that house and 3 other houses next to it. Each house got sold for $1.5 million because they want to level that lot of 4 houses, and they're going to put up a big building there. So they got bought out. So after we moved out, because what happened is a long story. That house got lost because of foreclosure. And my brothers, or whatever. I don't want to get into that, but basically we lost that house due to foreclosure. And that house, the bank sold it to somebody else. And then that owner wound up making money off of it. That could have been us. That could have been us. We could have, between us brothers, I'm the youngest of 8, but at that time it was basically four brothers living there, and my sister, after my mom passed away. How we would have kept our house, we would have split $1.5 million between 5 of us. We would have walked away with that money. So what, a cool 200,000 or something I would have cashed up. But this is why. Anyway. So anyway, here, my wife and I, this house, We're looking to buy another one, but you know, we're looking down south because one thing about this radio, it drifts like crazy. The X100 is a drift. If I don't do anything for a few minutes, it'll start drifting. Drift like the wind. So yeah, so you know, I'm the youngest of my siblings on my dad's side and my mom's side. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm the youngest too. You know, I mean, there's good things about that too because I learned from my brother's mistakes. That was the other thing. Because some of my brothers they went a different route. I have one brother that's missing. He's been missing since 1999. He just disappeared. But of course, he was living in the street. He chose that. Ever since he was the every family has the real crazy kid or the bad kid. That was him. He was the black sheep. He would he was doing drugs early, smoking weed. Because I don't care what people say about. I don't care what people say about weed. Oh, it's not a gateway. It is a gateway drug. Okay, let's not kid ourselves. Okay, it's a gateway drug because I know it because I witnessed it growing up. I know everybody that I knew that smoked weed when they were kids or they were young graduated to do other stuff like cocaine, heroin, crack, you name it. In 99.9% they went that route. Very few did not go to the next step, to the next drug. But yeah, it is a gateway drug. I don't care what anybody says. Oh yeah, medicinal. Yeah, I'm sure it has medicinal properties, but don't at the other side of the argument, don't say it's not a gateway drug. It's a gateway drug. It just depends on the person. Fine. That's if you say if you want to say that, fine. And that's what happened. My brother was like that. He was just pot smoker, weed smoker. He was the first one in the family to smoke. Then he started doing cocaine. Then he started smoking crack when the crack epidemic went crazy, and then that's when he lost it. He lost it. He couldn't, he changed. It changed him. And it's sad. It's sad to see people like that. I know a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people growing up that they were, it's horrible. It's horrible what drugs do to people. It is. I mean, it's like it takes their soul or something. I don't know what it is. It's so yeah. So yeah, so being the youngest, I witnessed all that. I witnessed my older brother, this and that. He used to run away from the house and all that. He was a trouble kid. He was trouble. So I knew not to be like that. I said, no, I'm not gonna go that route. No. I have one brother, 3 sisters from my dad's side. I have 4 sisters from my mom's side. Okay, yeah, big family. It was the same way. We have a big family. But now, unfortunately, we're older. You see, we all mom passed away. I didn't grow up without my dad. My dad, I only met him once. I didn't grow up without dad. It was just my mom. My mom raised us. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's what's scary about now. It's like they're trying to destroy the whole family thing now. You know. But I'm glad the microphone sounds good because I'm gonna keep it like this. I have my headset here, but I wanted to do the microphone because I want to start playing audio and stuff like that. Let me try to pick up.
El voto evangélico se encuentra en el centro de la disputa de los principales candidatos.
Yeah. So you're not getting Cuba at all? Anybody? I'm not getting Cuba. Oh, hello, Dwayne Trivet from Tennessee. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm not getting Cuba at all. I'm looking through the thing and I don't even see it listed. Wow. They're still are they still without power? Are they still without power still? I haven't checked the headline. I haven't checked the headlights. Like I said, I've been running around all day today. Okay, we don't want to check that. These things come up. I don't know why. Let's see. I know Florida got hit hard. But Tom, thank God, Tom, Tom's radio show. He just posted a video a few hours ago and he said he's okay. Everything is okay in his place. They didn't even lose power. So Tom is fine. Because Tom lives in Tampa. So he's right there. He was right there. So Tom's radio show he's okay. But I'm let me see. Yeah, there's some. Okay, please don't play no videos. No videos. No videos. I don't want to blow up my speaker. Yeah, 2.5 million people without power in Florida. Wow. And I'm gonna talk to my wife later. She call her sister. My sister-in-law too. She lives in Claremont. I don't know if she's okay or not. We haven't heard from her. So we need to find out what's going on with her in Claremont. But Claremont is in the middle of the state, so it's not as bad as being on the coast. So Dwayne Trivet, what's up? Oh, so you heard like last night, Radio Reloj? I didn't go on. I was gonna do a meeting with last night, but then time went by and I lost track of time and I had to get up early too. So I couldn't stay up too late. Because I had to get up early to take my son to school. So I couldn't stay up too late. So I'm gonna try tonight to stay up and because tomorrow's Friday and you know I'll try to stay up late and then that way I can take my son to school and I'll be okay. Oh, so it was yeah. So I'm talking about now because right now I don't know if they're still they still have no power throughout the island. Let me just Google it. I gotta move this microphone. The thing about I can move the microphone around and let me see. How do I this typing stuff wrong? Let me check out Reuters. So I'm just reading Reuters right now. Today is the 29th. Okay, so this is already a day old, this article. Okay, I'm not gonna read that article. Yeah, check because I don't have my SDR on right now. I could put a radio on, but you know what? Let me try to connect the R2 because the problem with the DX100 is, like I said, is drifts like I could hook. Let me hook up the Kenwood. You know why I'm gonna hook up the Kenwood? Give me a minute. I'm gonna hook up the Kenwood with the MLA 30. Let's see. So I need an adapter for this one. Okay, so let me pull this out without knocking everything out. So the pigtail for this one is right here. Oh, okay, I got the pigtail. Okay. So I got the pigtail for this one. So what I need for this one is I'm gonna hook up this. So I'm gonna hook up the stock MLA 30 to this one. All right, I got this. I got this. So I'm gonna hook up the hula loop to the Kenwood R2000, and then the regular stock MLA 30 is on the DX100. So I just need to get a power USB power thing. So I'll go get that real quick. And then I can go back and forth. Then I'm good to go. mean, the DX100 is a fun radio, but it gets boring fast because that thing drifts like wow. And I don't have the patience for that right now. Not today. Okay, so now this one is on. So let me turn on the
Good Friday morning from Hong Kong. I'm Brian Curtis.
DX100. I mean R2000. Okay. So let's try CR-FX. Okay.
Numbers are still unclear, but we're very early reports of what may be substantial loss of life.
The CTV Tom Walters is in Tampa, Florida, and joins us live. How is the rescue and/or recovery effort going? Well, that is certainly the focus of operations here, Nathan. As we were driving south from Tampa today, we saw a great parade on the highway of emergency vehicles pulling boats, which gives you some idea of what the mission is now in flooded neighborhoods, especially in the Fort Myers and Naples areas.
$60-40. What's $60-40? Chinese. Okay, that's you can barely hear it. 60-40 is CNR. Okay. Barely hear it. Wow. Yeah, nothing. Nothing on 6,000. Nothing. I see what other food. Yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah, so they still have no power. Wow. Whoops. Yeah, so they still yowzers. That'll be my channel, right? How does it sound like that? Why does it sound like that? I don't know. No, this is weird. Anyway. DX Central. Yeah. Keegan DX, I just got an ID on 91.9 KAVX in Lufkin, Texas, 333 miles. Common tropo visitor. Okay. Yeah. So let me ask you a question about FMDXing. But people do different things because let me show you something first. Let me get that radio. Okay, hold on. And this radio. Okay. So I don't do a lot of the FMDXing. I've done some, but I'm not, I remember Todderberg made a video. Todderberg. You know who he is, right? Todderberg reviews a lot of radios. He made a video on FMDXing, how he does it, how he did it. So I have this radio. He used this radio. This is the Sangean PRD5. It has RDS. Yeah. So he used this radio. And because this one has this one is okay. I mean, it doesn't have external antenna though. That's the thing. But this one, from one of the reviews I've seen on this one, this is a great radio for AM DXing. I mean, medium wave DXing because of the ferrite inside here. And I tried it. It is, but also FM. This is a great FM DXing radio for what I read on the reviews. So what he did, he hooked up this one with this radio. He used this radio to record the audio from this one. This radio. This is the Texan, what is it called? The Q3. Okay, this is a Q3. This is just FM. But it has a recording feature in here that the way he had it set up was he put it on a, yeah. So he put it on a dead station. That's what I would do. I would put on a station that's not used nearby. He left it there and he had this to record on it. But the way this is set up is when you don't hear audio, it won't record. When it hears audio, it'll start recording. And he had this. He caught a bunch of stuff on that frequency that he left it on. He caught a bunch of stuff. I mean, far stuff. He lives in Chicago, around Chicago. He caught stuff from all the way to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I think he caught one all the way up in Charlotte. I think somewhere in the southeast. He caught a bunch of them. It was like crazy. So I could try to do that with this radio. Use this to record, and because that's the thing. That's why, like, you sit there and you actually you leave it on playing, and then you actually film. That's the thing I don't understand. Like, how you guys do that? Because I would have to literally leave it there and let it play, and while I'm doing something else, and then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But the way he did it, he didn't show video. He only showed the audio because he left the radio on the whole day. And he would use this to record, like, I guess because this one has line in. See, he has a line in to the earphone. So it was like that, line into earphone. So the way this records is when it hears audio, it records. When it doesn't hear no audio, it stops. That's the way this thing is set up. I think that's the way he had it. And and I tried it. It worked, but not to the degree that he did it, But then again, I had this radio upstairs on the second floor indoors, But this time around, I'm gonna do the other thing. Like what I told you yesterday, I'm gonna get that radio, the Eton, and I'm gonna hook that up with external. Because this one, that's the problem with this one. I wanted to hook this up with an external, but it doesn't have an external thing. If this one would have had an external thing, this one will be a badass radio. Because this one can pick up FM really good. It just doesn't have an external. I wish they would have made it. Maybe they have a newer model that they have this one external now. If they could have this radio with an external jack, it would be unless I have to modify it. Modify it and see if I can, but I'm not gonna do that. But so this radio, is the radio that he used, and it's a great radio. I used it. It's a great radio, and I read the reviews on this radio. So and it has RDS. Now that's not the HD one. They have another model that's HD also. That has HD. That one is not HD. That one is just RDS. So he used this to record the audio. Of course, you could use other radios as the other ones are the V111. I forgot what it's called. The the one that Jill's has. I don't have that radio, but focus. Okay, and what's going on with this focus thing today? Anyway, this is a Q2. It's a nice little radio too. This is FM radio. So when I was on the train going to Florida, I had this radio and I was trying to pick up stations and record. But problem is, problem with this. We went on coach, and I had a lady next to me. If I would have had the seats by myself, I would have done it. But the lady was next to me. I couldn't do anything. Keegan DX. I have the Sangean HDR14 as my first HD radio. I got it after Jill's reviewed the same radio on November. Okay. Because I have the Sangean. Which is the other Sangean? The one I have there's a receiver. It's a tuner. And that is which one is that? I have the HDT1. It's a tuner. That's the one I have there. And that one I made videos on. I called Cube on that one with the MFJ. I hooked it up to the MFJ 1886. On meeting with Echo Cube on that one. But I want to try the FM. But every time I something, but I want to try that because at least because I have the stuff to do it. It's just I gotta set it up. Yeah, what the hell is this?
Growth of 2.3% in 2022, above its May forecast, thanks to solid activity in the first half of the year, when households
no wonder
savings accumulated during the pandemic quarantines, despite a decline in real wages.
Oh, so this is off. Oh, okay.
Reductions in supplies led the EBRD to reduce its growth forecasts for next year to 3% from 4.7% as previously estimated. Ukraine's GDP is estimated to.
All right. Anyway, for a few. Yeah. So eventually, when I get the ICOM, which is probably gonna be the what is it? 7300. I'll have that one here, and then because I'm gonna reorganize this now that I'm not gonna be doing that desktop thing anymore. I'm gonna have to reorganize everything here. Then again, I wanted to clean up this place anyway, so it's an excuse to clean up this place and reorganize it. But I got another set of these shelves. I got two more of these racks that were given to me. So I'm thinking about this data center put in the other room and populate this with all radios all the way down, and then put a big screen over here, and then I'm gonna get a desk and I'm gonna turn this way. Now you can see the whole thing. Like a panoramic thing of radios. Big TV in the middle and everything else around it is radios. Surrounded by radios. Every radio I can put is stuff it in there. Because right now the problem is I have radios over there. I have radios over here. I have radios over here. So I'm trying to see if I can put everything on one. Try to fill up at least one wall or two. I've been FMDXing since June 1st, 2013. On May 25th, 2014, I started recording FMDX skip on my laptop with a sound recorder connected to earphone output. Okay. All right. So FM radio I used for FMDX was a Grundig S450. Hey, I don't have that radio. I know I was thinking about getting that radio once, but just never found a good price for it. And yeah. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna. I have to check out some. Check on him. Okay, I don't want to get a copyright. I'll be right back. I don't want to get a copyright. I got a copyright yesterday for the other stream. I'll be back in a minute. All right. Package. All right. Yeah, I just got a package. I'm waiting for a couple of packages today. I didn't open it yet, but I think it's the keyboard for my son's computer. Let me check, actually. Let me see which one is the one now. I'm waiting for my data cables for my Yasu. My oh, I forgot tonight is football. Tonight is football. Thursday night football. I forgot about that. So I ordered the cables for this. For the Yasu. Oh, so I ordered it's both of these cables. Because I want to do FT8 on 6 meters and 10 meters, which I can do. And it's a small, but I can do it. I think you tell me that I can do it. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure if I can, but at least 6 meters. And then once I get the general, of course, you know. So yeah, so I got the cable. So they freaking expensive, man. Like 30 cents, 30 something dollars for 2 cables. So this is gonna get hooked up with a data cable with because I know people use what they call a signal link. It's a box. But then I read that you don't need that. You could use this. It's a sound card, a USB sound card. Okay, there goes the dog barking. This is why I wanted the headphone. But anyway, he's gonna stop barking soon. Okay, so you see, got the microphone. Okay, let's zoom in there. My God, bro. Okay, you know what? Let's just anyway. So the data cable is one of them is a 6-pin and one is like a 9-pin, and then both ends are like this 3.5 millimeter. So they hook up to this, and then this hooks up to the computer, and then you can do data. You can do FT8, like FT8 and stuff like that. So I just got. So I'm gonna check right now if that was the cable or the keyboard. There were 2 separate packages. I don't know. Sometimes they put them all in the same package. So let me check right here. I'm on Prime. Okay, so that was delivered. Okay, so the keyboard was in the box, and so I'm still waiting for the cable. Okay, so the cable's not here yet. It's just because it was a box like that. So I figured. Okay, so the keyboard got delivered, and the Wi-Fi adapter for my son's computer. Okay, so the cable's still out. All right, Dwayne. Take care, and thank you for stopping by. I remember Monday Night Football on ABC, Sunday Night Football on NBC, both with Al Michaels and Lake John Madden for 3 years before. Yeah. Now it's like I can't relate to it no more. It's not the same now. I just because I got Prime, obviously Amazon. So they show Thursday Night Football on Prime. Sometimes I watch the Yankees on Prime because I'm a Yankee fan and I still watch them, but I don't watch them like I used to. I don't watch a lot of sports like I used to because it's different now. I can't relate to today's athletes. I can't relate to you know. I don't want to go off on that, but I just can't relate to them no more. When I was a kid, it's different when you're a kid and you look up to certain. Take care, Dwayne. And but when you get older and you see, especially now, the way social media, when I first, I had a Twitter account when they first came out. If I would have kept that Twitter account, I would have had probably hundreds of thousands of followers on that Twitter account. Because I was getting followers on that one. And it was a tech account. I was posting tech news and stuff like articles and stuff like that. It was just tech related stuff. So when Twitter came out, it was for geeks. When Twitter first came out, it was for geeks. It was only geeks. And then once famous people took over it, like celebrities, they ruined it. They just like with every other social media. I'm gonna say it. Celebrities and people like that, they ruin it. They ruin the social media. They ruin it. And that's what happened with Twitter. It got ruined. It got ruined by, you know who? A lot of famous people, Kardashian, whatever. People, they just ruined it. They ruined it. And every other social media, that's what happens. So I don't like. I'm not a fan of social media no more. I just can't. I have to. Unfortunately, I need to use it because without that, I cannot get enough people to watch my videos. You know, like when I post a video, not right now, not the stream, because I don't want to share the stream with a lot of people. But when I post any video, even after the stream is over, then I'll share this stream on Twitter, on Reddit, on Facebook. I have a Facebook like page. I put it there because I got people on Facebook that follow me on Facebook. I got what's the other one? I have a blog that I posted on my blog. I have a bunch. I have to use them because without them, nobody will know who I am. And I'm not that I'm a big channel. I'm not a big channel. By no means, I'm not a big channel. You know, I'm not saying that. But even if you start out with 2 subscribers, nobody's gonna find you just by you posting a video on YouTube. No, it doesn't work that way. You need others. You need other outlets to get if you want to get your video to be seen, or if you want your anything, you know. So I only use Twitter for that. When I have a Twitter account and I have about 500 something people following. I only use it to post my video. Okay, I posted this video here. Check it out. I posted this video here. Check it out. Check it out. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's in the about page. I have a Twitter link in there. You can follow me there too. Oh, hello, Jim's Radio Check. I'm doing fine. I'm a little tired because I've been running around all day, but I'm okay. And how's it going for you? So, yeah. So, Kicking DX. I will mute the Fox announcers. One of them sound based against the Packers. Even. Oh, you're a Packer fan. Oh, okay. I am a Packer fan too, believe it or not. I've been a Packer fan for a while. I've been a Packer fan since, because even though I live in New York, I don't like the Jets. I hate the Jets. I think the Jets suck. The Jets are awful. I don't know how can anybody be a Jet fan? I'm sorry. I live in New York and I cannot root for the Jets. I try to, like I feel sorry for that. I let them win a Super Bowl. They haven't won one since 1969. I'm just gonna leave it at that. 1969. You haven't won a Super Bowl, New York Jets. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Why would I want to be a fan of a franchise that can't even? Come on, are you serious? Now the Giants have better success. You know, they have, I believe, how many Super Bowls now? 4. I think 4 Super Bowls. Let me see, 86. I know 2 with Eli. Yeah, so they have 4 Super Bowls. The Giants, at least the New York Giants have 4 Super Bowls. And they beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl, right? So at least the Giants got a good history. But the Jets are just, but, and I rooted for the Giants to beat New England because I'm sorry, I don't like the Patriots. I never liked the New England. I'm sorry. I know Arthur is going to be like, whoa, it's a rivalry thing. I'm in New York. Arthur lives in Massachusetts, Boston fan. I don't like Boston teams. I'm sure he doesn't like New York teams. That's a rivalry. Like Yankees don't like Red Sox. Red Sox don't like Yankees. That's it. So this year, yeah, we got the division. So and Aaron Judge hit his 61st home run yesterday. Yeah, nice. He tied a record, the American League record. So hopefully he'll break it within the next couple of days. But I'm a Packer fan. I've been following the Packers before Brett Favre, when they had Lynn Dickey as their quarterback. So we're talking about the 80s. I'm going back to the 80s. I've been a Packer fan. And then when they had Brett Favre, I was like, yeah, then they started doing some justice with Brett Favre. Then they won a Super Bowl with Brett Favre when they beat the Patriots. And then they lost the Super Bowl to Denver. But yeah, I'm a Packer fan. And now, of course, Aaron Rodgers, which he won one Super Bowl again, but it's like I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them now. Like I said, now today's players, I can relate to them now. It's more. Oh, Jim Radio. Oh, thank you. You have some nice radios. Yeah, because now you can see it on a big screen. And before I was on a tiny little box. That's why I'm going to keep it this way. And actually, let me check what's on the radio.
Andrea Dragoman and Ina Choban. The team is coached by Viorel Filimon and Mihai Lavstedt. The men's team was drawn in Group 3 alongside Japan, Hong Kong, Iran, and Hungary. The men's team includes Bobby Ionescu, Honor Soch, and Edward Ionescu, and is coached by Andrei Filimon and Ionuț Sen. Romania's national rugby team will play 3 friendly matches in November, all scheduled to take place at the Triumphal Arts Stadium in Bucharest. The National Rugby Federation.
So that's a Kenwood R2000 with the MLA 30. That's the WRMI. Okay, so that's working. So Cuba right now is nothing. No Cuban stations I could pick up at all. So so tonight I'm gonna try to DX medium wave tonight. Because I didn't do it last night because so that means 640 is open for me tonight. So I wonder what I could pick up. I didn't pick it up. I didn't do that last night, but I'm gonna do it tonight. What can I pick up on 640 and 790? Because that's normally where I pick up Cuba. 640, 790, 530 sometimes. Only because 530 is only like 2-3 stations on 530. You got 2 from Canada. And then yes, are you talking about the shortwave, the net? Yeah. Yeah, Jim. Sometimes I will get Fox Sports on 620 KMNS, Sioux Falls, Iowa. I forgot what station I picked up. I picked up Sioux Falls the other day, but it was not that one. It was up in the band. It was like 16 something. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I was listening to yesterday. 7268 USB. Unfortunately, with this one with the R2000, I single sideband is dead. I need to fix. When I bought the radio, it was already. I can't do single sideband on that one. On the DX100, I could try it, or I could swap one of the radios and put it here. But I'm not doing that tomorrow. Next time, I'll do that. I think I'm gonna bring this one down here. Put the DX100 back up there. But I just did that. I put that one there for a video a long time ago. But I want to have this one. Or the Yaesu. Actually, the Yaesu can go in there. Yeah, you know what? You're coming down here. Put the Yaesu to work. Because this one works fine. It's just the gain, AF gain. The volume is a little loose. But that one works fine. So I'm gonna put the Yaesu down here, and we're gonna listen to that one. That's the one I'm gonna use until I get my icon. So I'm gonna have that one in the R2000 back and forth. That's how the X100. You're fired. Go back up there. You're fired. Too much drifting. You're fired. You're drifter. So we're gonna be doing that. Okay, no copyright. Yeah, so I got a copyright on my other stream, not the one the webcam, but the one before that, the one that crashed. I got blocked in Russia, out of all places. I got a copyright strike. Yeah, retired, exactly. So I got a copyright strike in Russia and Belarus. I'm blocked. My stream is blocked from those 2 countries. Because I think what happened, when I was listening, that guy, the Japanese guy, the YouTuber, when he's playing the music, I think that music was from Russia or something. I don't know what happened. I got flagged for that, which I knew. When I heard the music, even though it was, I didn't know what language it was, I said, I'm going to get flagged. And I got flagged. It's not a strike. There's not a copyright strike. It's just, So those two countries cannot see my live stream, my yesterday's live stream. So Belarus and Russia cannot see my live stream. Or either that, or who's talking about Soviet Union. Maybe I gotta look it up to see what it was. Because remember we were talking about Russia. I don't know if I offended somebody in Russia. Yeah, it was funny. The minute, because after you do a live stream, it starts rendering the video. It takes sometimes a few hours to fully render it. So then, boom, I got the text right there. You got a copyright violation on this thing. I was like, are you kidding me? Belarus and Russia. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know. So I may mute that little part of the replay, but I don't know. Oh, okay, they're Russia. I'm sorry, Russia. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what happened in Russia. This copyright stuff is funny sometimes. Yeah, right. Right, Jim? Because I don't know what it was. I have to look at it. I have to, because it was still rendering. So they told me the time. I don't know if it was a song or something. I can't. I'm gonna look. Let me try to look on this end. Let me see what it was. I hope it doesn't affect this thing. But let me go into. I don't want to play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't. Okay, it's not. Okay, I want to go to customize channel. I want to go in there. I want to see what the exact thing was. All I know is Belarus and Russia, I'm banned. Content. Let me go to content. Live. Let me see the live videos that I so it's partially blocked. Okay, so let me go in. Can I click on that? Okay, no. Jesus Christ, Danny. All right, let me see. Analytics, comments. Let me go to details. Yeah, but that 10-second thing doesn't really work either because I tried that. I heard that's the unofficial. People say, "Oh, if you let it play for 10," I played popular stuff for 5 seconds, and I still got hit. Boom. So sometimes that 10-second thing is not really okay. Copyright claim, but where can I see the copyright? I'm gonna have to check my email. I think that's what's gonna. Let me go check my email. I want to know what was the track that did. Okay, let me go to my Danny and radiotech@gmail.com. That's my email for this channel. And where is it at? So is it on the social tab? Oh my God, where the hell is that thing under? I'm trying to find that. Okay, I think it's on. No, I think it's on my original. Okay, YouTube. Where the hell is that copyright strike at? I'm trying to find it. So he probably got, I'm sure he got copyright strike for that. That's ridiculous. I'm serious. That's ridiculous. Okay, I'll see details. Okay, there you go. I can click on that and see these. I don't get these too often because I'm really trying not to get copyright. It's been a long time since I got one of these. Oh my God, so it was a song? John Legend? Are you kidding me? 9 seconds. It was only 9 seconds long. Video cannot be seen or monetized, blocked in some territories. So Russia and Belarus. On behalf of John Legend? On behalf of John Legend? Oh my God, are you serious? So it was a song I guess the song is called Wonder Woman. I don't know. I heard of John Legend. He's married to that potty mouth. What's her name? The one from NBC. That's the talent show. What's it called? America's Got Talent. I think that's her. The filthy toilet. I call it toilet mouth. So he's married to that piece of garbage. Yeah, of course I know. I know back in the. Of course, I didn't want to get into that because now this. Yeah, I remember as a kid, I saw Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, the actress Linda Carter played that back in the 70s, and then they did a remake of it, and like every other remake, they ruin it. Like, why you have to remake every movie or everything? Of course, now they got the She-Hulk. See, I guess he's a lawyer. It's so stupid. So anyway, that's what happened. So it's a 9-second clip. Yeah, 9-second clip of a song from John Legend. I guess I don't know if he wrote the song. So I guess it was during that guy's video when I guess that song was playing. Anyway, I'll fix that. I'm going to mute it. And I'm not going to play the segment now because I don't want people to hear it and then get flagged again. I can click on it and play it, but I'm not doing that. Anyway, I'm just going to mute that. I'll fix it later on. I'll mute it and that's it. And so my Russian people can see the video. I'm depriving my Russian people because of John Legend. John Legend, you out there. Shame on you, John Legend. Shame on you for blocking this video to the Russian people. Yeah, right? John Legend, shame on you. You're depriving the Russian people of my channel. Oh, my God. Yeah, so anyway, he's another snowflake, whatever. They're all snowflakes anyway. Yeah, so he's married to that, sewer mouth. That's what I call a sewer mouth. She's sewer mouth. So she had quit Twitter. Oh, I'm quitting Twitter because I'm getting bullied. Meanwhile, she's like the biggest bully on Twitter. And then people it's like they make so much money, they have nothing else to do but to sit on Twitter all day and reply to people. Yeah, so she has a big following in Twitter, and she's like I look at her. Good luck staying married to that. Oh my God. I couldn't deal with that. I'm sorry. No money in the world is gonna pay me to. I'm sorry. No. No. I'm gonna get into that tangent again. Then they're gonna call me a male chauvinist now. You're a male chauvinist. Because they banned those channels too here. MGTOW. Have you heard of MGTOW? You ever heard of MGTOW? Anybody ever heard of MGTOW? I watch some of those channels. I'm not a MGTOW because I'm married. I'm married with my wife. I'm happily married. But there's times I'll be like, I embrace solitude. Yeah, that's a 750, Jim. That's my first shortwave radio when I came back in 2015. That was the one that my wife bought for. I kept saying it was my birthday. I think it was for Christmas. She bought it for me, and then that's how I got back into the hobby. So when she bought me that radio, I started going on YouTube and following Jill's and Tom, and then I wound up doing my own channel. But yeah, so it was because I was like, oh my God, all these knobs and buttons. I don't know nothing about this radio. So I had to, of course, reading the manual, but I want to see videos on it. So that's how I learned. I started using the radio right away, and I was like, okay, okay. Because I thought after all these years, shortwave was gone. When I came back, I didn't think shortwave was still around. I thought shortwave was history. I didn't know there was still shortwave stations all these years. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I don't want to comment on that because just okay. I remember this. I'm gonna go down a little bit, and then I'll comment on it. Keegan DX, I remember discussion in the chat, Jill's live show at one point discussing toilet radios designed to look like a toilet. I don't recall one. I think maybe when I was a kid, I probably saw one somewhere, like a novelty, you know. Then I think Then I think there was one that had like a bathroom. What it is, I saw one that it was not the shape of a toilet. The one that I saw was a radio. You put it on the wall. Right below, it had the roll to put the paper towel roll. So I guess while you're rolling up the paper towel, the radio's right there. It was a white radio, little cheap analog radio. I think it was just AM. I don't think it was even FM. I think it was just AM. And it had the roller. You put the toilet paper right there. So I guess while you're sitting there crapping, you can listen to the radio, and then you just yeah. That's the radio that I remember. I saw once. I was like, okay. And then of course there's shower radios. You know, there's shower radios. I guess you mount them on the wall somewhere. You know, and they're like more water. They're not waterproof, but they are kind of waterproof because of the mist shower. I know I heard of those radios, bathroom radios, but I think that was the only radio I heard that it was a radio with a roller, and you put the toilet roll I guess that the toilet roll tissue holder, and you put it in there, and you mount it on the wall somewhere, and you can listen to music, and then okay, I'm done. Let me take a couple of swipes of this tissue. Then you have to wash your hands because you don't want to touch that radio again after you finish wiping yourself. For the next person. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm having a meltdown right now. Because you got to wash your hands. If you're going to touch that radio, because the next person is going to come in and say, oh, I want to listen to, and who knows who already touched that radio. If you live by yourself, even if you live by yourself, I don't want to touching my fecal radio. Oh my God, this stream is going downhill fast. A train wreck. Oh my God, let me put the brakes on it. Whoosh. Let me put the brakes on it. It's going downhill with the toilet talk. Unless you have some handy wipes nearby, you can wipe your hands and then wipe the radio down too. But you was wiping yourself, and then I forgot to turn off the radio. And the next person comes in. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, my stomach. I'm going to put the AC on because I'm getting hot. Oh my God. Yeah, you got to have something nearby to clean that hand. Because I don't know about you, but, when you use that tissue, it's not always 100%. You get all of it with the tissue. You got to wash your hands. Even after all, you still got to wash your hands. I wouldn't just use wipes. I'm sorry, because I'm too germophobic, I guess. Yeah. No. I still wash and I wash them thoroughly. I'm sorry. I wash it thoroughly. I'm like, I don't be like water, little water. No. I'm like a surgeon. I said it for like full 2 minute, 1 minute, 2 minute, at least, then okay, you know. I seen that a lot. Ugh. I seen people go in a public room, they come out of the stall, and they just a little water. That's it. I'm like, are you kidding me? You gonna go back out to eat? You gonna go back out to eat? Oh, God forbid you're a server? Oh, hell no, you're not going to my table. You're not serving my freaking table. Get out of here. You're fired. Get out of here. Oh my God. Okay, the AC is. Yeah, no, I went to one place and the guy was like right there. I looked at him. I said, "Honey, we're leaving. We're leaving right now." Oh, we just ordered. No. We're leaving. We went to. It was a Chinese restaurant. We went to sit down and eat. I was saying, let me go to the restroom and wash my hands, you know, because I always wash my hands before I eat too. So I went to the restroom. And the guy was right there, one of the waiters. He just, you know, peeing with his willy. He went to pee, and then he goes. He didn't wash his hands. He just went water. So I said, I said, I said, no, hell no. So when I went outside, I said, honey, we're leaving. Why? Because these guys don't wash their hands here. I'm out. He's not serving me. Oh, hell no. No. We got up and left. That's all it takes. If I see somebody working there, then I said, nah, I'm not gonna eat there no more. That's it. I'm not gonna eat there. Oh my God. You have to keep hand sanitizer next to yeah. Sorry, you gotta be close to my age. I can relate. Yeah, Keegan. Jim's radio check. I don't know if you watched Seinfeld episode Poppy. I watched Seinfeld, but I don't remember that. I have to look back on it because there was so many episodes. I used to love Seinfeld. Seinfeld was funny. Poppy seat in my sofa. Oh my God. Jim's radio check. They gave it to George's father. And he like, you got to be lying. Oh my God. Or Elaine taking all the toilet paper out of the bathroom in an episode. Oh my God. Brian Jackson, how's it going? Do you listen to BBC Radio 4 on longwave? Love to show. Brian from Mount Vernon. Hey, what's up, Brian? Mount Vernon. My neighbors are right there. Mount Vernon's right there. East of me. Yeah. I'm near the Hudson. No, I mean, in terms of over the air, like longwave DXC, no, I cannot pick up any transatlantic. I tried many times to pick up any transatlantic. I have no luck on that. No luck. I keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying, but that is my holy grail right now. My holy grail is to get one station transatlantic. Either medium wave or long wave. I want to get one station. I have not done that. So, you know, we'll wait and see. But right now, no. Only I know the guy from Connecticut, YouTuber. A YouTuber from Connecticut. He has a channel called 740. He did it with the RSPdx and a Wellbrook. But I don't have a Wellbrook. Maybe if I had a Wellbrook, maybe I could have got a transatlantic catch. But I don't have a Wellbrook. So yeah. I remember watching Nissan Greenwich. How's it going? And welcome to the chat. Sony, 2002. And ICF 2002, ICF 7600D. Basically the same radio. Because originally I bought this one, but what happened was I thought I lost it. I couldn't find it for a year or two. I had it, and what happened was I had it in one of my photo bags. I had it with my Nikon 5100 full size. I didn't know at the time. I forgot about it. And I went and bought this one to replace this one, and then I wound up finding this one. So now I have two of them. But yeah, no, it's a great radio. medium wave. Shortwave is a good radio. Yeah, I love this radio. This is one of my go-to radios. This one is the G8, the Grundig. You can see it. The G8. Oh, the thing can't. The thing open. But right here is cracked. I need to glue that. It's just cracked. I need to put a super glue right here. I need to fix it because right now the door is loose. Because this thing is. I need to super glue that. Because this one had that, that rubber stuff that you put on it, that rubber stuff that comes with it. I hate that stuff. So it was sticky. So a couple of days ago, I took alcohol wipe and I wiped it all out. So now it's all gone. The rubber stuff is gone. So if you have a radio that has that rubber stuff, right? Alcohol. I support alcohol. What they call IPA, right? IP. Yeah, IPA. Anyway, alcohol. Just wiped it. Elbow grooves, alcohol. Got rid of it. And the same thing with this dongle. This dongle had the same issue. Yeah, it has that rubber sticky stuff. That rubberized coating. So now you see it shiny, right? Yeah, alcohol wipe. I spend the afternoon wiping it down with alcohol, and look how it looks now. It looks nice, right? Now rubber stuff is gone. Nice. Nasty, sticky stuff. I hate that stuff on the radios. I don't know why they do that. I guess they thought it was going to last forever. And I bought this radio. I only used this radio once. I bought this on eBay. Was it on eBay? I have to look at my video. I think this was an estate sale. But this was nice when it was rubber. But then after a couple of years, it got sticky. So, alcohol wipe. Get rid of that stuff. It's awful. That rubber sticky stuff is awful. Yeah, so alcohol, wipe it out. You have to do it a few times. And, I spent a couple of hours doing this and the radio, a couple of hours. I was just there wiping it. I went every nook and cranny. I took alcohol wipe, got it all out. Don't try nothing strong. Don't do no WD-40. Somebody put that on a don't do WD-40 will ruin that. It will peel out the paint. Just use alcohol, rubbing alcohol. That's it. That's all you need for that. Nothing stronger than that. So let me go back up to the chat. I'm sorry. Johnny Sorrentino, subscribe and kick in here. Hey, and thank you, Johnny Sorrentino, and welcome to the chat. Let me see what else. Jim's radio check. My Cato 500 is starting to get that robbery like that. Yeah, any radio that has that. Because when they designed those radios, I guess they thought that thing was gonna last forever. I don't know who thinks of this stuff. And it doesn't last. It doesn't last that long. So this radio, when I bought it, it wasn't sticky. It had the rubber stuff, but I already knew that it takes a couple of years before that thing starts getting real bad. Glue gun is good too, but you don't need it. I think glue gun sometimes is too strong because it might peel out the paint. I just use rubbing alcohol. Just do it. Because you can use glue gun, but I have glue gun. But I tried alcohol and it worked. And see, nothing got peeled up. I didn't lose none of the paint job, nothing. And it depends on the radio. If it's a cheap radio with cheap paint, then it might. But this is a Grundig, a G8. The G8 Traveler. And now it's nice. Now I can use this radio. When I bought it, when I had the stickies, I couldn't use it because I didn't want to touch it. And, it's so sticky. It got really bad. So now it looks good. And then but the problem with the rubbing alcohol is that he's not shiny. So then I use Armor All. You know the Armor All wipes they use for leather, for inside your car. I use the Armor All wipes to give it the shine. So I use alcohol first to get rid of the goo, whatever, or goo gone, and then I use the Armor All wipe to give it the shine. So that's how I got this radio back too. Yeah. So I think the Grundig S450 may have that goop behind the tuning knob. Yeah, a lot of stuff has that. I think my C crane, my pocket radio, it has a rubber around it. I think that also is gonna start. And I think I don't have too many radios that have that. So I thank God for that because I try to avoid those radios. Unless they're real good radios, I try to avoid them. Period. I don't know. I mean, maybe I lucked out on it. I don't have that many radios that has that. But definitely this one, the whole radio was sticky. So I just spent a couple of hours. I just every nook and cranny. Um, I use alcohol wipes because I had a whole bunch of them because, like I said, I got a lot of PPE. You know the alcohol wipes they use to when they give you a shot. So I had a bunch of those. I just used those up first, and I cleaned it up. You know. Now I can make videos on this radio. I just gotta glue that thing that cracked right there. So I'll ask my brother later. He has super glue upstairs. I'll use that. I'll ask him. I'll put a little super glue on it and I'll fix it. And then put some batteries in there and I'll start using that radio. And then this dongle is my first one. This is my first SDR. So of course I don't use this anymore, but you can still use it for VHF, UHF. You know, of course you can't use this on shortwave. It doesn't work on shortwave. But VHF, UHF, you can still use this. So if you want to hear planes, aircraft, you can use this. If you want to hear the police, you can use this. You know, you can use this. Or track planes, you can use this too. So now it's good. Now it's nice and clean, no rubberized crap on it. Yeah, my Kato 500 is getting rubbery. Yeah. Nissan Greenwich. Gugan is good for sticky antennas. Yeah, I use Gugan. I have Gugan. I use Gugan for like my window. My brother, when he moved out, he put a lot of it was tape all over the window. I spray that stuff with a razor blade. Gugan is very good. But you got to be careful with Gugan because it could be a little too strong for some plastics, you know. And yeah, so you got to be careful with the Gugan a little bit. I think Gugan's a little, depending on what you're doing, you got to be careful with that. But for this, alcohol was fine. Just rubbing alcohol, 70%, you know, and it worked fine. Didn't have no issue. And then after the alcohol, like I said, I used the Armor All wipe to give it the shine. Because what happened with the alcohol is going to dry up the plastic a little bit. It's going to look flat. So I didn't want that look. I wanted to shine. So I put the Armor All wipe on there. But that's what I use for a lot of my radios when I want to bring the shine back to the radio. Armor All wipe works good. It has a little oily stuff on there. It brings the radio looks nice and shiny. You know. Where's it? Okay. Key in the X7 Grundig 7450D LX has tuning quirks as a few years used. Yeah. I retired the Grundig 450 DLX from use during FMDX in 2019. Now I use the Grundig Edition Field BT during FMDX since June 2019. Okay. Yeah. Let me see what's on now. Let me refresh this. Let me see what's. Let me refresh that and. 6060. What's that 6060? Nothing. CR effects. But it doesn't sound that good right now. Wow. Let me turn this off for a minute. So no Cuba. Jim, let me see, easier an RDS feature. Okay. Jim's radio check. You know what's good? Little radio is a Sanjian HDR14 AM FM HD. Yeah, I have the HD. I have the receiver, the tuner receiver. HDT1 is it? What is it? I forgot what is it. HDT1. I'm gonna try to hook that up some way where I could just because it's good on both medium wave and FM. And I would like to get catches with RDS. That would be nice. Because even on medium wave, there's still some, well, not that many HD, AM HD. Here in New York, there's a couple of them. I think there's a couple of them. I haven't checked in a while because I haven't turned on my HD radios in a while. I think WFAN is HD. They have HD. And I think, is it WABC? No. WCBS. I forgot which one. They also have HD and AM. But it's been a while since I checked. So I don't know off the top of my head. I know TV radio 1972 was it, he would tell me. What's up, Theo? Yes, I got you finally. Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see you too. Oh, Keegan. Yeah, you know what, Keegan? I mentioned that. I forgot, Keegan. Gonna make you a moderator. Oh, Keegan, you a mod. I forgot. I gotta make you a mod. I give you a wrench. Beak. There you go. Now, if anybody get naughty, beak. Bop them in the head with a wrench. The Sanjay HDR 14. Thank you, Theo. Yeah, when I was saying about the stream that you like this way better, because I think everybody agrees that this stream like this is better than me having that little tiny box in the corner with the desktop. So this is the way I'm going to keep it. Because right now I've been on for 1 hour, 51 minutes, and no hiccups, right? No hiccups, right? So I'm going to keep it like this because, and I'm going to set up my radio where I could tune them. And the screen thing, I'm not going to worry about that now. When the time comes, I'll do something with that. Thank you. Yeah, because I'm going to keep it like this. It's simpler. I'm almost 2 hours on and no hiccup. Well, I'm going to try to stay on for at least another hour. And then we'll see. Because, let me see what time. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Okay. So my wife should be coming home soon. And so I could be on for another hour too. I could be on for another hour. At least another hour, So right now I got 7 people watching. Okay, that's good. It's better. 7 people watching, and now it's not crashing anymore because what happened, I think, is my laptop was getting overheated with the OBS and all that running in the background. I think now the laptop is better. If I keep it like this, I think we're okay. Let me see what I can tune in the meanwhile. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Turn off the sound.
In a big eastern Canadian or central Canadian city, a streetcar is basically
sounds better now. CR effects. 6070 out of Canada, Toronto.
Traffic and all the features of, that's something that is incredibly expensive and it requires a lot of infrastructure. Anyway, all of that besides the point. My trip is an hour, which is not unusual, and it involves the bipolar micro involves a range. It's plethora.
That's the Kenwood R2000, Jim. Kenwood R2000. Anyway, this radio is the one I want to make videos on. I had this radio for a while, but I haven't been using it. Is the, which one is this one? The Mala Hit. The one that Jill's got with a nice little speaker in the back. And my initial thoughts on it, he's not going to replace any SDR. He's, but I want to give it another try. Exactly. That's my thing about it. The screen is a little too small for me. And I have sausage fingers. I have big fat sausage fingers. So the menu thing, the touch screen is, I have to be like, oh my God, do this. So it's quirky for me because I got sausage fingers. And I think also I thought it was going to be more sensitive on shortwave. And so far, I've been a little disappointed with it. But I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again with the MLA 30. I'm going to dedicate a spot for it, and I'm going to see. So you have yours with the MLA 30? Oh, okay. Because I tried this one with the MFJ, and I was like disappointed. But then again, I'm still getting familiar with the controls. Maybe the setting is a little. Maybe I put the setting a little too deaf for shortwave. Even on medium wave, it was disappointing. For me, it was disappointing. So it works well. Okay. So I need to really learn the menu and really, maybe it's the settings. Maybe my, I don't know. And that's another thing. This radio is a little bit of a learning curve. You're going to plug it in and that's it. No, you need to learn this radio. Right? No, the whipping tunnel doesn't work. It comes with it. It's garbage. Because I had it hooked up with the MFJ. And, I picked up something, but it was not, I thought it was going to be like, wow, but it wasn't. It was like, so I'm going to give it another shot with this radio. Let's see, Hey, hello, David's Radio Room. How's it going? So, yeah, I'm going to give it another shot with this radio because, and then the other thing I was confused about is there's a little tiny switch down here, right? It's a tiny little switch down there. And I didn't know it says BAT and EN. So I guess I didn't know this was rechargeable. Because it has a USB-C port. So I guess if you switch it, you could put it in charging mode. So it charges the battery. I didn't open it up. I don't want to open this up. So I guess, because I thought they had no battery. I thought it was dead. I thought I got a piece of junk. And once I messed with the switch, I plugged it in and I left it, it charged up the radio. So it has a rechargeable battery inside. And then I used it without the without the plug, and it worked fine. So, but I didn't know that little, because that's another thing about this radio. It doesn't come with instructions. It came with like no instructions. This radio needs instructions. Okay? So that was the other issue I had with this radio. But it is a learning curve. Okay, so you agree. It is complicated. It is, because I remember Jill saying that this radio is not for, what is it? It's not like for the newbie. You have to know the function. You have to know what it, So I think that's what's happening with me, is that this radio I don't have it set up properly for shortwave. Maybe I have a setting too low or too high, whatever it is. I have to go through all this, and see, because that's the and of course with my sausage fingers, it's a little more frustrating to get, because they're like sausage links. They're like hot dogs. So I hit the menu and I'm like, okay, why? So yeah. The Davis Radio Room, okay. Yeah, so I know, Jim. It is so that's what that was my thinking, that this is not not for the newbie. You have to really learn this radio. So if you have no patience, this radio is not for you. And that's what happened. I need to have more patience with this radio. I was thinking about that too. You mentioned that. I was thinking about that. Sanjay, what happened? My son. Hold on. Be right back. All right. Sorry. I thought it was you needed something. He's just playing over there. Yeah, so D-Rob, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. So Jim, I thought about that, and you know what? That's a good idea. I have stylus pens from my old a couple of phones that I had stylus. I thought about that. That's a good idea, because I thought about it. What can I use a stylus? So that's what you use a stylus, and it works for you. If it works for you, then I'm gonna try with a stylus. I think that would be better, because my fingers are too. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the sensitivity of the touch thing is too narrow, and my finger is so freaking wide. I don't know what the hell. Yeah, I use one with the rubber. Okay, so I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try the stylus. So thank you for the tip. I like that. See, this is what it's all about. We learn stuff. You see, good. You see, I learned something there. So I'm gonna try that with the stylus with the rubber tip. Because that one, I'm trying to get this radio a shot, but it's kind of, I know a lot of us, big fat sausage finger, whatever. Okay, you can hear Zuma radio from where you at. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I love Zuma radio. I listen to it. Not every night, but when I'm in the boiler room and I have my right now in the boiler room, I have my E-Time, the weather radio that you saw on video, the American Cross radio. It's in the boiler room. That's what I use. And I also have my tube radio in there. I have my national tube radio. So when I'm in the boiler room, I listen to one of those radios. So I put on Zuma. And I'll listen to the old time radio show. And then after that, they play music with Ziggy. What's her name? Ziggy? Ziggy, right? So I'll play that for a couple of hours after midnight and so on. And then so I'm definitely going to do the stylus thing. Theo, I may tune the bands. I'm going to try to tune the bands tonight too, because Cuba is down right now. So at 640 frequency, I'm going to try to see if I get another station. So I'm going to try to log in a new station tonight, because normally I would get Cuba on that on that frequency. So 640, 790, and 530. What's the other station sometimes I get? Sometimes 670, but normally 670 is Chicago. And 1620, maybe I could log a new station, since Cuba's off the air right now on medium wave too. Theo, my dad. Okay. Yeah, I know, Jim. I think that's what's happening. I got to check if the RF gain is not too high and so on. That's why I got to mess with the quirk. That's why this radio, I wish I had a manual. Or a video out there that really breaks down this radio. There's a couple of videos, because I'm hoping it's not the radio. That was my thinking. I'm hoping that the radio is not that sensitive on shortwave and all that. I don't want to believe that. I'm hoping the radio still. Well, I'm hoping the radio works good. Because even on medium wave, I was having issues with it in terms of like, it didn't pick up certain stations. I was like, it's picking up this station, but why not picking up this station? Normally, even my cheapest radios will pick up certain stations, and this one couldn't do it right out the box. So I had to, I was like, wow. So I have to check. Yeah, D Ralph, Zoomers and Oasis at night. Yeah, it's like local. Over here, it's like local. And CHML, 900 CHML. It's like Zoomer. They both come in like local, local. Theo's 740, Zoomer 740 is on a big hill just outside of Toronto. So it gets out good. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you. Zuma. Oh, so he gets. Oh, so David, you get it in Georgia too. Okay. Wow. Yeah, because Zuma's like, I think when I was in Florida, I didn't pick it up when I was in Florida because I think 740 was, I think it was a local station in Florida. But everywhere else, Zuma, boom. Yeah, it's been off the air for the last couple of days. They had the whole island power outage because of the hurricane. Excuse me. Because of Ian. So I think they're getting some power. I just checked. I went on a couple of news things. But I know on shortwave, nothing. I'm checking it and nothing so far. All the Cuban shortwave, from what I know, they're not on. So Cuba's still down. Keegan DX. I also heard Toronto FM stations 89.5 CIUT and 91.1 CJRT via eSkip here in Northwest Arkansas. Okay. Yeah. And Theo. All I have and use to listen to HF or AM station is a 40 meter dive. Well, you got that tower. You should put up an FM type antenna. You could put it here because I know you got that tower. You got that tower that you built. That's what I want to do. I want to build one of those towers. But it's yet to be determined. I'll be right back in a minute. I'll be right back. All right. There you go. Yeah, no, my son is playing right next. He's playing. My wife should be home any minute, so he's like excited. He misses mommy. Yeah. And now a word from our sponsor. So this live stream is sponsored by water. Can't live without it. There you go. That's my sponsor. H2O. Can't live without it. Cheers. $25 feet above ground. Okay. I think, yeah. But he has a tower. That's why. I wish I had the tower that he has. But you have a what? You had a vertical for HF, right? I forgot he had a CB antenna. And I had to look at I have to go back and look at your videos, your old the one when you installing the tower. Yeah. Oh, the IMAX 2000. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That's what IMAX 2000. Hey, what's up, Elmer? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just a little tired running around today, but I'm okay. Thank you. How's it going with you? I got 13 people watching. Nice. Good. It's good. 2 hours and it's gonna be 2 hours and 10 minutes. Good. I only use to talk skip, not much of a chatterer and making contacts, and that's all. CB, right? Oh, okay. 'Cause I remember you put that tower up. I was like, man, I want that. I want a tower like that next to my house. But it's gonna be a yeah. I know CB. Thing is, I gotta find a spot for that tower, and then the thing is, because I looked on Craigslist for those towers. Somebody was selling one the other day. Well, not the other day. It was a few weeks back or whatever. Uh, Great to hear. All well here. Just surfing around YouTube. Okay. Yeah, Elma. I'm gonna do the setup for now on. No more OBS crashing. I'm done with that. We're gonna do it like this. Setup. Radios here. Radios here. SDR. I'll put it on the screen over here. You can hear it, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to do that no more. It's killing my laptop. So this way is the best way. So I'm gonna try to be on Wednesdays. After, thank you to you. You're gonna keep it like this then. For now, I'm gonna be Wednesdays at 4 o'clock, and then we'll see. And then I'll probably move over to Thursday, 4 o'clock Eastern time, and I'm gonna keep it like that. Or if something comes up and we just want to talk, then like right now we have this whole thing with the hurricane. Cuban stations is still down, so tonight I'm gonna try to do some medium wave DXing and try to see what I can pick up on those. Normally, those stations that I normally pick up Cuba on, I'm gonna try to see if I can pick up something else and log a new station. But yeah, Cuba right now is down. Even at Shortwave, I don't know what's on, because even on Shortwave schedule, they're not listed now. If you go to Shortwave schedule and you type in and you put the frequencies, they're not listed now. They're all gone. Imagine it's like that for a long time. No Cuban station on Shortwave. Wow. Elmer time. Let me see. I mean, I listen to Cuban stations. I listen to Radio Marti. I listen to everything. I don't have a favorite really. I don't know. I don't really. Oh, I do like NHK, even though Japanese, but I like NHK. I wish they would do it in English because I like their TV channel. But we have an NHK here. Over the air, we have an NHK. And I love watching the programming. So I wish the radio was in English. They had in English. So yeah, I wish they had that in English. NHK, then that would be, you know, that would definitely be one of my favorites. Oh, thank you, Tio. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this. I listen to the CBC more than I listen to the okay, CBS. How far south have you guys picked up AM station? Mexico. Um, me, Mexico, but couldn't really log it. I did, but I know Mexico. I know it was Mexico because I process elimination. This state, this I had to do some, but I couldn't identify. I couldn't get the call sign recorded or whatever reason. But I'm pretty sure it was Mexico. But anything south of that, no. And I think maybe even Dominican Republic, I picked up once. Medium wave. And yeah, NHK. I'm telling you, NHK. I like NHK, but if they had English programming, because I like their TV um channel. They have over the air TV. We have one here in New York, over the air. And I was listen. I was watching those programs. They're very fun. Some of them are funny. They have like some of them are, they have like game show, and they have his historical, and it's nice. I enjoy watching that. I just wish they had that. I wish the radio station was like that, English programming. Excuse me. So on FM, Keegan DX, I heard station as far as Mexico and Honduras. Okay, pretty cool. Jim's radio check. I hooked up the MLA 30 to the Eton 750 as the AM antenna, and it really comes. Yeah. I done that with that one. I hooked up the MFJ to the adapter to the because it's a 3.5 millimeter, the rotatable, right? There's a jack right there. You hook it up, and so I done that, and yeah, I thought I heard my wife. Yeah, so yeah, with the 750, with the adapter 3.5 millimeter, it works good. I wish they wouldn't have done that. I wish they would have put the connector like the BNC type or the in the back. It's kind of awkward to have it in the front, you know. And I make videos. I try to hide the wire. It's like on the but it works. Yeah, Tio, he has a YouTube channel. Yes, check out his channel. Yeah, I think mostly everybody here has a channel. You know, um, Elmer has a channel too. He has a channel. Excuse me, so what's wrong with my lips? Elmer time. Lately, I've been listening to Radio New Zealand on 15.720. Later on at night at 9.7 megahertz. Oh, cool. I need to try that because I don't know. It's just maybe it's me, but maybe I'm not trying. I don't know. I can't get only on my SDR a couple of times I picked it up. Either it was up real late at night, and okay, I got Radio New Zealand, okay, but I don't get it like some of you guys get it. You guys get it like it's real, loud. I don't get it like that. I get it very low. Like I can't hear everything. But then again, I'm gonna rearrange it. I think the MFJ needs to go on this side, and maybe with that intent, I could pick up Radio New Zealand better. But that's one of the stations that for some reason, it's weird. And it was the same way with Radio Australia. The same thing. I will pick it up, but not good for the most part. Barely. Sometimes I will pick it up like that. So, it's weird. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to pick up because I like because when I heard it's good programming too. Yeah, And eventually I'm gonna do that. When I do the wire thing, whichever wire antenna I set up out there, I'm gonna dedicate, because I think that's when I heard it best, when I have my end fed. When my loops, then they're not that good on for that, because that's distant. They're very distant. But when I had it with the end fed was the one that I picked up. I was picking them up better, you know, especially the 15 megahertz end fed. That thing was coming in like it was coming in good. But I'm talking about recently, since I took down the end fed years ago, and I've been using only loops. I noticed that. So yeah, you know what? You just reminded me that I need to get that wire up there. I need to get some, you know, either use the end fed, and also, like you said, the fan dipole thing. You know, I'm gonna try that because I'm missing out on those stations. Because that's one thing about the end fed. When I picked up a station, it was booming. It would come in booming when it locked in. It was booming. You know, when I made videos like, some of these stations, they were like, "Damn, Danny, how you got it so nice and loud?" And I said, "It's just booming." That's the end fed. End fed is 82 feet of wire, 9-to-1 balun, and I had it up on the roof on a sloper. I had it on a sloper, and that thing, when it was good, when it was on, it was good. But when it was noisy, it was noisy. It would pick up the when they got noisy around here, that thing was hard to pick up certain things. But when it was, so it's like, and I think what happened was I got spoiled by the loop because of the noise. I think sometimes I need to put up with a little bit more noise to get a lot more gain on the signal. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I got too spoiled on oh man, I need the noise. People get obsessed about certain things. So I think that's what happened. I got obsessed with the noise floor being so low and whatever. I don't know. I think it's something like that. Fan dipole, yes, great for receiving transit. Yeah, because that's what Sparkyzilla 85 has. Well, he no, well he had that, but I think is double bazooka. That's the one he uses. It's called a double bazooka. Yeah, when the antenna is close to vertical polarization. Because I had mine as a sloper, and it was not a steep angle. It was kind of gradual. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna do it soon. I want that at least the end fed up there first, and then do that dipole or whatever. And then I still want to build a CAS loop for the medium wave. Excuse me. Theo, I love listening to Aeronautical HF and tracking the plane on Flight Radar. Yeah, I like to listen to that stuff too. Excuse me. I wish I was near an airport where I could record videos. I saw some of the videos that you was near the airport, Toronto, and planes taking off and flying. But I can't. There's no airport nearby. I have to. It's like 20 miles away. No, I think it's 15 miles for LaGuardia down. Because I started doing rail fanning videos recently. I started recording trains, but I would like to record planes taking off and landing and all that, and post videos on there on another channel. But someday. So I'm gonna rearrange a few things here. So I'm thinking that this data center might go to the other room, and I'm gonna be busy this weekend trying to rearrange some stuff. But I'm gonna keep this thing. I just want to have more radio. I want to have more radios accessible. And I'm waiting for the data cable for this. I should get it. I probably it's already upstairs. Probably. I got the data cable. I ordered it for this one, so I could do some FT8 once I get the general. Then, but at least for 6 meters and I believe 10 meters, I could. I don't know if I could do FT8 on 10 meters. I have to check. I don't know at the top of my head. I know 6 meters I can, and I want to do that too. FT8. So I'm waiting for the data cable. It should be here any minute. Well, 7 o'clock now. Should be the package is probably upstairs in the alley. Keegan DXer. I have recorded FM stations as far away as DC, Boston, Austin, Houston. Wow, you got a lot of, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, his channel. You got a lot of catches. That's why you convinced me to use that radio. I'm gonna use that radio. Elmer time. I have a train station less than a mile from my house and 2 airports about 5 miles from my house. Yeah. The train station is right. I have one about a mile. The rail station is a commuter, Metro North commuter, and Amtrak. Amtrak goes through that to Amtrak. But sometimes I get the CSX. They'll go through that same track sometimes. But there's another track that I'm trying to find out. I think it's behind. I think it's on the other side. That's freight. That's all CSX. That's the one I'm trying to see. I can do videos there too. Now the airport, that's a whole different story. Because I have LaGuardia, 15 miles or so. Kennedy is about 20 something. And then Newark is, forget it, that's way out there. That's another 20. Then I have a regional one up here in Westchester County. But that's about another, again, almost 10 miles. It's a regional one. So, in terms of making videos, not gonna happen. So, yeah. So I'm looking at Shortwave schedule. I don't see any Cuban stations listed. They're not even listed on the website. All right, go scroll to 16. What is it? 6,000. No, see, it's not there no more. Now it's CNR Voice of China. 6,000 CNR2. China Business Radio. 6,000 Radio Guava. So it's gone. It's not even listed. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing for a while. There's not going to be no more Cuban shortwave. I don't know. Well, obviously we know why. It was the hurricane. I'm trying to I got to find those images. Because DX Central, he posted it. It reminded me of Maria. They showed before and after. The Cuban island was lit up, night sky. I mean, night, everything was lit up. And then the day when the hurricane hit, everything is black. So it knocked out their power for the whole island. The whole island is a blackout. And, I know in the case of Cuba, a lot of the infrastructure was already old. It was old and fragile already. So I could only imagine, like, for example, say the transmitter got damaged or, the equipment, just replacement equipment, right? Can they even repair it? Because when I watch those documentaries on Cuba, they driving around cars from the 50s, and they make parts for that because they can't find that stuff because So I can imagine radio transmitter. Maybe they might never come. Maybe some of them. I'm sure some of them are gonna come back up, but maybe some may never come back up because Remember, they already had a shortage on a lot of things, and they're using old technology. I was watching not a documentary, but it's about the MTA here in New York. I'm in Yonkers, New York City. Metropolitan New York City Transit, the subway, and the switching system. They're still using relays that are like 50 years old, like mechanical, electromechanical switches. And those parts are, when the guy was saying it, he said, no, some of these go back to the 1940s, and we have to make those parts ourselves because they're trying to convert to what they call CBTC, which is like what do they call that? It's like is to make sure that the trains don't crash into each other. They space them out. So they're trying to use modern technology for that, and they're trying to switch over to that. But they, most of the subway system is still 70 years old, 50 years old, switching. And that's New York City. I can only imagine in Cuba. Radio transmitter, you know, I never saw a video of the transmitters, so I could only imagine they're probably 50 years old, 60-year-old parts. And, if you don't have replacement parts for that, it's old tech. Because I read about that I forgot what longwave station shut down recently in Europe. And that's the reason why they shut down. I think it was Ireland. Which one? I don't know about longwave. Which I forgot which station was. They finally shut down because they didn't have the parts anymore to keep going. That was the majority. That was one of the reasons why they finally shut down the longwave broadcast, because the transmitter was so old, there was no more replacement. So they finally shut down the station. They said no, So imagine in Cuba, because the embargo, and Soviet Union no longer, Russia, they're no longer, because I can imagine most of the transmitters probably were Russian made or something, some old Russian technology, who knows what, whatever. So that's another thing. So it was because the electrical grid was already fragile. That's been going on for years, so now they're going to need a lot of help to rebuild that. Yeah, I know. It requires a lot of power. Exactly. Long wave is, yeah. So, and when you don't even have enough power to light up the street, how are you going to have enough power to just broadcast, Well, some of these Cuban stations, 200 kilowatts, right? The shortwave, the shortwave station, right? 200 kilowatts, KW. But when you barely have any power to sustain, and they had rolling blackouts for years. They always had rolling blackouts. So this was, the knockout punch. The same thing happened in Puerto Rico. It was always, when I lived there, it was the same thing. Same thing. They had rolling blackouts in the 70s. And then, because I lived there during the 70s for a couple of years. And then we came back to New York. And I remember they had rolling blackouts. So I could only imagine. And then, of course, I know in Puerto Rico's case, there was corruption. That money started going to building the infrastructure, making it, a lot of that money that were pocketing. There was a lot of corruption. And finally, when Maria came, knockout punch to the whole power system. And it's still fragile. It just went down. With Fiona, it went down for a day. I think for a day or two, it was fragile. So I could only imagine. Yeah, that's exactly. You know, people hit Cuban stations all over the world. So I'm telling you. So it's gonna be interesting. I think the next couple of days to see what's gonna happen. But right now it's right now they're not even listed. Shortwave schedules. I'm right now. I'm looking at the website. They're not listed. None of the stations are listed. So they're down for a while. They're gonna be down for a while. I don't know for how long, but it's not gonna be 1 or 2 days. If the whole island is down, it's not gonna be 1 or 2 days. Because it took a long time. When it happened in Puerto Rico, it took months. But that was because there was a lot of money pouring in. You know, a lot of, especially American dollars. In Cuba, it's not going to be the case. It's not going to be the case in Cuba. They're not going to have, unless they, even if you have volunteers going there to fix it. So I don't know who's going to help them rebuild that. So that's my thinking. I'm thinking this could be a long thing. This could be like this for a long time. And some of them may never come back. I don't know. Keegan DXer. I have recordings on other FM stations in Kansas City, St. Louis, Duluth, Superior, okay, LA, Barstow. Yeah, you got it all over the place. Saskatchewan, okay. Wow. Yeah, FM. Eventually, let me just clean this. Something on the screen. Eventually, I would like to get a directional one, but I'm gonna use the omnidirectional FM loop. But now for television, I'm gonna need that because that's the problem I have with TV here. I'm using the omnidirectionals, but I need directional. It's like even though I'm not far from the city, from New York City, I have a couple of hills that are. So for TV, I definitely need more gain. I need to be pointing right at it, and I will get more stations. Because right now I got like a whole array up there. I got about, what's it, 1, 2. I got 4 TV antennas up there, all combined, pointing one slightly this way, some slightly. I got about 65 channels. But some of them, they come and go, especially in the summertime because of the trees, more foliage and all that. It just blocks all that out. So now that it's getting colder when the leaves fall, I'll get some of those signals back. But at this point, I'm going to take them all down and just get a Yagi style TV antenna for that. $1070. I know a YouTuber that got that station from Hawaii. I haven't watched his videos in a while. Gary DXer, I think that's his name. Gary DXer. He got catches from Hawaii. He got in like the west coast of the U.S. from Hawaii. Yeah, I think that was one of the stations he called KNX. And also the other way. He got Japan, medium wave from Hawaii. And he used the big no, he didn't. Oh no, he used the other loop. There's not a loop. Is it a loop? Oh no, I know what he used. He took a whole bunch of ferrites and put them together. It's like a little cylinder full of ferrites. I forgot how many ferrites he had in there. I think Gary was in Florida previously. Because I remember, I think he was in the West Coast. I don't know if it's the same Gary. I think he lived in Washington State or somewhere. Or Oregon. I forgot if it's that Gary. Because he made that loop with the PVC. The one I showed you yesterday, the PVC. That one. Oh, okay. Well, that probably another Gary. Because there's another guy that he lived in Florida and he catches a lot of stuff too. But it's not Gary. It's another person. I don't know. I could be wrong. Because I know Gary DX he was on the West Coast. He was putting those videos with the ridiculous amount of ferrite rods. He would put a whole bunch of them. I think he used like 20 something ferrites and put them on. Like, it was a big contraption. And he would put it next to the radio. And suddenly the radio came to like S nothing, like S0, S1 maybe. He would put that there and the thing was like, and I thought about that, but how much money that I think one time I used like 30 of them, 30 ferrites. Glue them all together. It was like in a big PVC pipe. And then, so then he did that loop, the big one with the speaker wire, whatever it was, for long wave and for the medium wave. But then I think he had some earlier videos before he was doing all that he used that radio, the one I showed you, the Sangean, the PRD4, I think it was. But he had one in white. And then he was getting catches from Hawaii. I think he was I don't know if he was living in Hawaii at the time or he was vacationing there and he did those videos. So then that's when he caught stations in Japan, I think, too. And then the other guy is, I think it's Edgar Bowl or something like that. That's the one that lives in Florida that he's traveled all over. I think one time he was staying in Korea. I think he was vacationing in Korea, in Seoul, and he did medium wave catches right there. So he caught a lot of Japanese stations. Then he caught a medium wave. Then he caught China. He was medium wave DXing from Korea. And he caught a whole bunch of different. It was pretty cool. So, and then he came up to New York City. He was in Central Park, and he did an AM band scan in Central Park. That was one of the first guys I used to watch a lot. And he also does TV. He did TV DXing, and he also did FM. That guy, but he's not active no more. He hasn't. His channel's still up. Let me look for it. I'm gonna look for it and see if I can post it on the thing. Give me a minute. I'm gonna look for it now. Cause I liked his channel. His channel was. Because I remember he did one in Central Park, just on a band scan. I can't remember the guy's channel, his name. If I can remember his name, then I know. I have to look it up. There's too many of them now, because it's been he was already out of YouTube when I started, and this is 6 years ago. Like he stopped doing videos like I think it was a couple of years before I started. Oh, he changed his name. That's what it was. Oh, it's right here. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to put the link in the video right now. Give me a minute. Let me just go to his channel. Okay. So this is the video. I'm going to copy. Okay. Come over here. Let me see. Let's see if it comes up. There you go. There you go, Keegan. So this one is nighttime medium wave from Seoul, South Korea. So his channel's name is Florida DX. He renamed his channel then. I forgot. So it's Florida DX. So his channel, that was one of the first channels I used to watch. Yeah, so he has 2,530 subscribers. So so he's been posting again. So 1 month ago, he posted a video on FM E-Skip. 1 month ago. So he's still posting. So Florida DX. So he got FM catches from 1 month, 2 months ago, 3 months. Okay, so he's been posting FM DXing. TV DX, of course, we don't really have any, the last TV DX video I think he posted was digital DX. Oh no, he does band scans too. Oh, look at that. He got Tropo. 19. Oh, these are old. These are 19. He got old stuff. 1989, 1990. He has a lot. This guy has a lot of TV Tropo. Oh wow, he look TV Tropo this year. He got Tropo. Yeah, okay, TV Tropo. Oh, okay. Third is Ryan. He was TV DXing in the New York City broadcast area. Yeah, because I think he lived up here and then he moved to Florida. I don't know. If I remember. I think he went to school up here or something. Right? But now that you mentioned it, that he was because I think he lived up here in the Northeast, then he moved down there or something, or he went to college up here. Because he got a video that he's in Central Park, right there in Manhattan, with I forgot what I think it was a PL660 doing band scan, FM band scan, medium wave band scan. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna, yeah, let me, I gotta subscribe because I like to watch his stuff. I lost track of this guy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yes. Okay. Ryan. His name is Ryan Graybo. So his website is EG. It's like egrabo.com. So some E-Skip TV, DXation in Florida became Tropo. Yeah. So yeah, his name Ryan. You're right. So he's based out of Orlando since 2019. And in Fort Myers before that. Oh, okay. So he got band scan videos from road trips. And okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, because when I first came back into the hobby, that was one of the first channels that I used to watch. all this stuff. And I was like, wow, because I remember the TVDXing, and I was like, wow, this guy, he got a lot of stuff. And it's cool to watch his stuff, like especially when he went to like Korea and he picked up, you know, uh, you know, yes. And then the way I like the way he presents the videos. He puts a lot of stuff into his videos. I like that. I thought he would have more. I thought he was 2,000 subscribers. I thought he would have like 10,000, 2,500. I mean, it's still pretty good, but I thought it's pretty cool. Million views. They got 1,000,000 views. Okay. So you got the website. You got another one that goes to his blog, I guess. So he has a blog, a website, and a personal website of Ryan. Okay. Since 2001. Oh, okay. So he has a website. Okay. That's pretty cool. Orlando. That's not far from where I was at. Yeah, I was staying in Claremont, which is like half, about not even an hour away from Orlando. Yeah, I remember watching his video on TVDX, seeing how it works, the maximum usable frequency and local station mix in yeah. Because when I started watching his, by then we already had digital. I was like, man, this guy. I wish he would have came around. I wish I would have knew this channel years before. Because because I never did the whole TVDXing thing. It just didn't occur to me, I wasn't, that wasn't my. But now that I look back on it, I wish I did. And of course, that's why I wish we didn't have this digital whatever. I wish I would have never done that. I wish I would have kept it. Although, because like he did, you can still pick up, even with digital, you can still pick up. It's just, different. It's pretty cool. So I got 8 people watching, 2 hours and 51 minutes, and no buffering, no nothing. And it's good. So see, I like this format. I got my AC running. Let me turn off the AC. Turn it off. I was laughing earlier, man. I got hot, and I was like, wow. That whole toilet freaking thing, whatever, the toilet radio thing got me going. In one of his TV Escape compilation, he has WESH Daytona Beach, Orlando, and then local CBS. Oh, okay. Wow. Early 2000. Let me see. So he joined YouTube on 2008. Okay. So his channel is, wow. So, okay. So early. So 2008. November 20, 2008, he started his channel. Yeah, so definitely this guy, I'm telling you, there's a lot of great channels out there. And they don't have a lot they don't have and he subscribes to, let me see who he subscribes to. I know he subscribes to this guy, VW V West Life. He lives in Jersey. VW West Life. How you pronounce that? VW? I don't know. I had his local FM station in Fort Myers and Orlando. Not Orlando. Okay. Let me see. Techmoan. Okay. So he's subscribed to a lot of big YouTubers. Vsauce. Okay. 8-Big Guy. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with him too because he's first of all, he's a local guy from Jersey. Man, he talks about certain things. And I was like, okay, that's nearby where I live at. But we all like that. we all, we have certain things. Like I have turntables. I have stereos there from old Kenwood stereo. I have turntables. I have a Technics turntable. I have a Sony turntable. I have an old Pioneer turntable. I have a lot of old stuff still. I have the speaker right here on the floor. I use the speaker as a table, but I got this old what they call DJ speakers. These are gem sound. I had these speakers since 94. 1994, I have these speakers here. So these speakers are old and they're still booming. You know, I use them for parties. But I throw a big party, I put these two speakers on. That's it. That boom, 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 boom. They still work after all these years. So, all this old tech, still works. So that's why I like his channel. He talks about all that. He talks about stuff like the mini disc player, laser disc, all this stuff he talks about. This is like, oh, he has LGR too. Okay, he subscribes to LGR. LGR is a funny guy too. LGR. Greetings. How he says greetings. Oh, he subscribes to Ivan. Ivan, what's his name? Chokolov, whatever. Chokolov. Cholikov. Yeah, I know Ivan. I seen him in the chat. I seen Ivan in the chat, but I don't think he likes me too much. There's some people in there that they don't want to say hi to me. I don't know why, for some reason. I go out of my way to say hi to everybody. But some people, they just don't want to say hi to me. I don't know why. I'll be like, okay, well, hey. and I give them benefit of doubt. Sometimes I'll say, sometimes they don't see me. Okay, maybe the chat going too fast. Okay, he never said hi to me. But I say to hi to separate occasions over and over, and you don't acknowledge back to me, I get the vibe that you don't want to talk to me. Okay, so Ivan is one of those people. He's one of those people. I go out of my way to say hi to him when he was in the chat. And he'd be like I didn't exist. I was like, okay. Because I know you can relate, right? Because I like this channel, and I know his son is a ham. See, I watch his channel. Don't think that I don't like the guy. I subscribe to his channel because I remember like his son. He got his son into. I guess he got his son into the hobby. And then because I remember seeing the pictures, videos of his son when he was little, like my son's age, and now he's a, young man now. And he posted videos of him doing ham stuff, and that's cool. That's cool. I thought that was cool, and I look at my son. I wish I could do the same. So when I saw him on the Jill's channel, oh, Ivan, okay, oh, hi Ivan, and you when I say hi, Danny, Shortwave back, nothing. I'm like, okay, what did I do to this guy? Then I ran into him on Facebook group, same thing. And I was like, okay, this guy, I don't know if he doesn't like me or he thinks, maybe he thinks, because some people like that. Some people just don't, I don't know, for whatever reason. I don't know what I did to the guy. Because you know how I am in Jill's chat. I'm not like this. This is my channel. But in Jill's chat, I just say hi to people and okay, how you doing? And I'll post something to say. But I don't go out of my way to talk to people unless they really approach me. Unless they say, "Okay, Daddy," and they start. So he was one of those people that I try to. And there's a couple of people in there that they know me. I've been in his chat for years. It's not like they don't know me. You understand? Like I said, my channel is 6 years old. So 6 years old. It's 6 years old now. So they know who I am. It's not like this guy, I don't know who this guy is. It's something. No, they know who I am. I mean, there was a time I wasn't there for weeks at a time, but I didn't know who I am. Don't say nothing there. They don't say hi to me. They don't acknowledge me, nothing. So I'm like, okay. So I got the vibe that this guy didn't like me. That's the way I felt. I felt, okay, this guy doesn't like me for whatever reason. I don't know. And I just be like, okay, well, there you go. So there's a few people like that in there. Not everybody in that chat is friendly. Despite what people say, everybody's friendly. No, that's not true. Not everybody in that chat is friendly. I can tell you that. And the same thing with the Facebook group. Because I get it from the Facebook group. From his Facebook group. That's why I don't post. The last post I did was the one about I got my license. And a lot of people liked that post. But guess who didn't like the post? They didn't put a, they don't do that. They don't have that in Facebook. But I would think that the moderator of the chat, the moderator of that group would at least like, because Jills is the admin. He's the man that made the group. He liked that post. Other videos I posted, even he liked it, but the moderator didn't like it. I'm not gonna say whose name it is. And every video I post, that man does not even put a like on my video. And he goes out of his way to detract my video. He'll put some comment. Oh, well, I was like, okay. Oh, okay. I see you something. I don't know what bit you in the ass for you to come out like this, but okay. Yeah. So it's unfortunate, because I go out of my way to extend my hand to people. You know what I geeking. I'm not a, I know you guys for years. And because I remember when 6 years ago when I was in that chat room, and I remember sometimes I'll be like, why Jules is not reading my stuff and telling kids, some people are like, why he's not reading my stuff? And they finally acknowledged me. He said, oh, Danny Shortwave, okay. And then then he recommended my channel to other people, and I appreciate that. I was like, wow, he made a video about recommending my channel. And he started watching my channel. Yeah, I know. And that's why I have my own Facebook. I got my own Facebook like page. I post in there. But in his group, I try not to post anymore because, when you have a moderator or two moderators, I don't know how many of them are there, they don't like me. I don't know what's the issue. I stopped posting there. I said, you know what? It's getting toxic. Yeah. And I know it's not toxic. I shouldn't say that word toxic. But I know it because I posted that a bunch of times before. And all I got was, there's always the usual suspects. They don't either they don't like your video, or they'll post something, they'll downplay it. Oh, yeah. Because the other day somebody posted that he's not going to be doing no more shows on Wednesday. So he goes to gossip. So somebody posted, yeah, but now we have that, I wish there was more YouTubers that could do the shortwave shows and stuff like that. So he mentioned me. I didn't ask for that. He mentioned me. He said, yeah, but that Danny Shortwave guy, he's broadcasting right now on YouTube. He's on right now. And, he's, like I'm not trying to fill in nobody's shoes. Don't get me wrong. This channel and this show is not, I'm not filling in for nobody. I'm doing this because I want to do this. So let's make that clear. I don't want to be like, I'm not competing with anybody either, because I'm not. However, he posted that, I know that he can't be out every, like there should be other people to be doing live stream. And so right away, this guy, Negative Nelly, said, oh, well, anybody can make a video, just start tuning into the house. Or he said, I don't know what he posted. I was like, okay, bro, like, and I watch his videos. And I read his comments. I don't know, something's wrong with that guy. He's like very negative person. And I can't be around people like that. I'm sorry. I can't be. I even subscribe to his channel. And because I agree with him on a couple of videos. And then I posted a comment on his video. And the guy didn't even reply to my comment. And by the way, there was only 2 comments in that video. Because his channel's only like, he has about maybe a few hundred subscribers. I think last time I checked, he had 300 something. My thing is, you have a small channel. You can't reply to people's comments all the time. I understand if you have a big channel and you have 100 comments, I get it. But when you have 2 comments and you can't reply to, like, that tells me that the guy, he doesn't like me. That's my impression. The guy doesn't like me. That's it. So that's why I don't like being in that group anymore, because of him. When he made him a moderator, I guess the guy, I don't know, he got a power trip. And, because even when I see him in the Jill's chat, people say hi to him. He don't say hi to me either. He's another one. So I don't know. I don't know what they're hating on. But hey, this is my channel. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And if you don't like it, that's fine, bro. And you're going to have people like that in life. And that's what I want to explain to you guys. Keegan and all you guys have 200. Yeah, I know you have 200 something. And your channel's growing. You're always going to have people like that. You're always going to have people, for whatever reason, they don't like you. Not going to like you. That's it. And I go out of my way. Don't get me. Don't think I go out of my way. You see me when I'm in there and chat. Everybody is a person I never seen. The guy. Hello, greeting, welcome. Hello, welcome. And the usual suspects never say hi to me and nothing. They're just, so I get, after a bunch of times that, yeah, they don't like you. That's it. They don't like you. And I don't know why, because it's not like, my channel's, 2,000 subscribers in 6 years. That's not a big deal. Really don't think, I mean, I'm blessed by it. I'm blessed by it. I'm humbled by it. The fact that I got 2,000 now to something, 2,200 something. I'm blessed by it. And I'm glad, it's work. It's a lot of work, and there's times I take breaks because I say, this is getting boring, or I feel like something, Yeah, the dislikes. Well, we I don't have to worry about that anymore because we got rid of that dislike stuff. Now they don't count it. They don't show the numbers of dislikes. Well, yeah, that was another thing that happened to me. When I would go to Jill's stream and I would talk about a video and I will not mention it, but they knew that I had just posted something. Right away, when I got back to my channel to see the video, someone will get disliked. Bing, 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 bing. It's like they saw me on the chat and they ran to my channel and disliked my video. It was like a pattern. After a while, you notice the pattern that I was getting dislikes from somebody in that chat. When they saw me there, they said, "Oh, that guy. Okay, let's go to his channel and thumb his ass down." Yeah, but it is positive, but because they're not out in the open. They don't tell you. They just give me the cold shoulder. They just be like, "Well," because I go out of my way, I could throw names around, and for what? I don't care, But they know who they are because they're not subscribed to my channel. Trust me. Any of those people, they're not subscribed to my channel because I know who subscribes to my channel. I know who doesn't subscribe to my channel. And some of them, of course, they keep it private. But I know they don't subscribe to my channel. I know they don't. And that's fine. That's cool. Like, I don't subscribe to that channel, because after a while, especially in this case with this guy, Ivan, I just found I found him to be boring. I'm sorry. He's not an entertaining guy. Posting the same thing. I'm sorry. I have a certain delivery that I do. I have a certain way of talking. I don't have the Bronx accent and all that. Some people don't like that. Some people, I know he's from whatever country he's from. I don't know. Maybe they look down upon people. I don't know what they are. I don't know what his bug up his ass is, and I don't care. But you know what? That's on him, and that's why I don't reach out of my way to collaborate with people. I don't do. People ask me about that. Why don't you collaborate with this? I said no. You know why? Because at the end of the day, um, I'm gonna let my body of work speak for itself. You know, I am. When I'm gone, whenever that day comes, this is gonna be remembered. All this is gonna be remembered. You know, and it's not like I'm trying to make my mark or anything. I enjoy what I do. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for people like that. I don't have time for grown men to be petty about stuff like this. I don't have time for that. So when I go out of my way to say hi to you and you don't say hi to me after I stand my hand out 3 or 4 times, you know what? It's on you. That's your problem, not mine. That's the way I deal with it. That's your problem, not mine. And that's why I was reluctant to do the live stream for all those years. Because I got that vibe. I got that vibe from a few people right away. I don't know what happened. I rubbed people the wrong way. I can imagine now that I'm talking and live, and I can imagine now people probably say, "Oh, this guy is this and this," like when we were talking yesterday about, because I know on this chat they say no politics, no nothing. That's fine on his chat, but on my chat, on my live stream, we could talk about anything as long as you keep it on a certain, as long as you don't go crazy, I'm not gonna censor people here. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to people here. You could talk whatever you want to talk about, and we could talk about it, because this live stream is about you guys. It's not about me. It's about you guys. When you guys come on and chat and we talk, that's why this live stream works. This live stream will be nothing without you guys. Plain and simple. Okay? If I had 0 up there, I'd be talking to myself. But at least I'm talking to 5 people right now, or 4 people, or 3 people, or even 2 people. At least I'm talking to you. And then in the replay, I'll be talking to the replay once it's done, because I'll get the views on the replay anyway. So that's why I don't want people to be afraid to come here. No, I don't want that. No, this is open. I don't want that well, we can't talk about. No, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, and no question is a dumb question. That's my point too. It's not a dumb question. You can ask about anything. Ask me. I'm not an expert. Ask the chat. Ask anybody. You know. I love all these guys that come here. Every single one of you. I love you guys. Seriously, I got nothing but love for everybody here. So those that when I go to, that's why, like I said, that's why I kind of propelled to do this channel, because and I have my Facebook like page. I post it there. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, all the links are going to be in the about page. I got my Facebook group there. It's not a group, it's just a like page. Because I was thinking about doing a group, but I don't want to be moderating. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do all that stuff. I just have my like page, and I post it there, and you like it, and you make comments. Good morning from the Netherlands, Gerten Dembele. I hope I pronounced that correctly. If not, I'm sorry, I butchered it. But good morning, and thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so like I said, right now Cuba is not. That's it. I hope. Well, I don't know. It's like a double. It's like a, what do you call it? I'm definitely tonight going to be DXing a medium wave on 640 and 790, and see if I can pick up something other than Cuba. Because I know in the past, 790 I picked up was Atlanta. I think it was an ethnic station in Atlanta a few years ago. I'm trying to remember the call sign. I think it was WQXI. Let me check. I don't know, because that was a long time ago. That was the last time I picked up 790 other than Cuba from here. because I don't get much on that station. Let me see. 790. Right? Atlanta. Oh, David, if he's still here, you could tell me what's on 790 in Atlanta. I don't know if David is still here. Okay, WQXI. Excuse me. So that's what I picked up. If I didn't pick up Radio Elo, I will pick up that. So I'm gonna see if I could pick that up again because I couldn't pick up anything. So I'm gonna try it tonight again. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How's it going? Yep. Bobby, what is the software that you use to stream? Now that you're here, I keep forgetting to ask Bobby, what is the software that he uses to stream? Because I know that he uses and what kind of system you running anyway? You have a gaming PC, right? Streamlabs. Okay, yeah, Streamlabs. Okay. What kind of system you have? Like, because right now it's just a laptop, obviously, older i7, whatever. What kind of what we talking about? 32 gigs of RAM, blah blah blah. You tell me. I want to know what you have because you're running this PC games and all that. Windows 11. Okay, so you have Windows 11, HP. So what kind of CPU? What kind of 8 gig? That's it. Oh man, I thought you had more than that. 8 gigs of RAM. SSD. Okay, well I got SSD. Okay, SSD. Into iPhone. Wow. I thought you would have like at least 16 gigs of RAM, i7 processor, and okay. So that Streamlabs must be really good. Because the problem with OBS is too many freaking updates. This past few months, it's like 4 or 5 updates already. And I think it's just getting bloated. Because my issue, I think, is my laptop is overheating. And that's what's crashing. That's what crashed all the streams, is my laptop was overheating. But you have a desktop? That's another thing. You have a desktop or a laptop? A laptop. Okay. Yeah, I got a laptop too. Man. Okay. Wow. And I was gonna, because I don't know what generation i5 that is. Like, how old is your laptop? Okay, yeah. So it's okay. 10. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah. So 2020. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's what it is. Because this laptop is old. This laptop is almost 8 years now. Yeah, it's 8 years old. This one. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I definitely need to get a newer. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think that's what it is. I gotta step it up. I gotta get a newer. If I want to do what he's doing, that's. But I'm gonna keep it like this for now anyway. So, but anyway, thank you, Bobby. Now I know what hardware if I want to do that type of, And I looked at the Streamlabs. I remember last year before I started live streaming, I was looking into Streamlabs because I know they have a lot of built-in plugins, right? They have a lot of built-in stuff. Because yeah. I used to have Windows 10, but I upgraded to OS 11. Okay. I used this one originally as a AM station. Do you have an AM station running now? Because I thought about that too. I have a radio key. Okay. Because I have what they call that? Talking House. I bought it a couple of years ago. It's right up there. Let me bring it. I'll bring it over here so I can show you. Was that Gertin, then but use Windows 7 or better. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you have this one. Talking. This is the one I have. Talking House. Yeah, Talking House. I got this one for eBay. I believe it was 3 years ago now. I tried it out. It works. Of course, this is the back of it. Talking House. So you have built-in. It has a built-in thing that you can loop audio, like if you want to talk about exactly like okay. And then the antenna, you have this wire. It came with this wire for the antenna. It's a long wire, and you have a key right here. If you want to hook it up to an outdoor antenna, you use this. Okay, let me just move this a little bit. Hopefully, you can still pick up the audio. You got this, right? This is the external. And then, so this is a message. If you want to leave a message instead of audio recording. Okay. So you have the same one. Okay. And because I was going to hook this up, but here we go. Part 15. I was reading on a forum. Somebody hooked one of these up with how many watts is this? I forgot how many watts. Keegan, can you answer that question? I'm sorry. I don't know how many watts this is. I'm sure it's because it's part 15. So it has to be. Whoa, how many? Does it even say it here? Let me see. No, it doesn't say here. I have to look that up. Oh yeah, okay. So it's 100 milliwatts, I think. Okay, so I think it is it's definitely under a watt, but I wasn't sure if it was. Yeah, no. So you can get this on eBay. He said he got his from Amazon. I got this on eBay. I think I paid $40, $42. I can't remember. It was eBay. So in this part, I usually put it on 1620 because there's nothing on 1620 around here. So 1620 works for me if I want to use this. The only thing on 1620 around here is probably what, Cuba? Who cares? So 1620 around here will work for this one. So I could broadcast on 1620 with this radio here. Now the antenna. So I don't want to get you in trouble. What antenna are you using? Are you using the stock antenna? Oh, yours is 670. Okay, so you're on 670. Because I want to do something like this. I could I maybe have one of my dedicated computers. I want to play like some music. I'm thinking about doing podcasts. Just talking about stuff and broadcast it. From the studios of Yonkers, New York. Oh, using a stock antenna? Okay. From the studios of Yonkers, New York. Is the Dirty Show. But I don't know what I was thinking about it. So I want to use this. I want to hook it up to my rack and broadcast. Because somebody told me, I was reading in a damn, who's that guy? It's a YouTuber too. I think his channel name, I think is Red Horse 1620 or something. And he has videos on this station. And he's using the same thing, the receiver. But he hooked us up to like a whip. It's an AM broadcast. It's like a whip, but it has a top hat. Anyway, let me put this down here. He built one. Jordan Dembele. I'm sorry. I use this app. Skyway Schedule is a top app to listen to shortwave radio. Yeah, I have that app. I use that app all the time too. So yeah, I use that app. It's pretty cool. It's a good app. So using a stock antenna, okay. But this guy, the channel, he built it's like a vertical. And then on the top, It has a whole bunch of radios sticking out like that. They call it a top hat. It's a top hat. So it's a vertical. I forgot what kind of wire he's using, and it has a coil. I think in the middle is he. Oh, I think no, he did it with a PVC pipe. He wound up a whole bunch of wire, and then on the top he did a top. He did like a top hat. I gotta find that video. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Give me a minute. I'm gonna put the link. Give me a minute. Because they sell a similar antenna like that on eBay, but I don't want to buy. It's like $200. Because I wanted to go beyond. How far can you go with your antenna with that stock? You know, I want to see if I can at least go across. If I can get to the Hudson, which is about a mile away, not a mile. It's like 2 miles away. The Hudson River is about 2 miles away almost. If I get to the Hudson, I clear shot to New Jersey. Somebody might pick me up. I get a DX, maybe a TV radio. Oh, I heard Danny on 1620. I heard Danny on AM 1620. But I'm trying to keep it like, I want to see if he can pick me up. So that is what AM. I think I put AM transmitter, and then his channel comes up. Let me see. Low power. Okay, low power. That's Brandon Foot. He's using the same one. That's Brandon Foot. But I don't think it was him. I want to see the one with the antenna. I think it was I'll remember that guy's station, 1620. I think that's the frequency that he's using to 1620. I'm trying to remember that. I should have bookmarked it, man. Or save for later. I should have put save later at least. I started out simulcasting FM stations, receive on the ground dig. After retiring, I used my FMDX radio. Then okay. I can't find this channel right now, man. If I keep scrolling, I'll find it. But cheap pirate underground FM radio transmitter. Okay. I'm gonna put 1620. Let me see if it's an AM transmitter 1620. Let me see what comes up. All I get is pirate radio videos now. I guess people use this for pirate radio too. Of course they use it. It's probably boost it up, whatever. Like I don't really want to do that, but I want to use it though. Hey, look, somebody came out on the lives. Danny Shortwave came out on the search. AM transmitter 1620. I came out on the search. Wow. Low power F. I think he's one of them. It is Brandon Foot, I think. Let me see.
That's not working. Come on. There we go. Good morning. Hey, this is my little micro station. It's my AM radio station.
Anyway, I'm going to put the link to this one.
My frequency counter up here trying to calculate. It's not quite that.
So he's using a frequency counter on his.
Unless I connect it directly. That's something my dad put together in 1975. It's a Heath kit frequency counter, 30 down to like, I don't know, half a megahertz or something. Anyway, it's pretty cool.
Let me see the part about the antenna. I think he is.
Mine's ghetto. It's just for somebody was saying. I'm actually considering putting bird spikes on it.
Oh no, he's using an Isotron. So his antenna is an Isotron 200. He's like a big coil and a whip. And then it has it's weird. It's so weird. So that antenna, I think I saw it on eBay. It was like $260. I'm like, nah, I'm not going that far. I'm not. So there was another YouTuber that built one of those. He built one using PVC pipe, and he just coiled a lot of wire. And then on the top, he made like a top hat with the radios going. It looked like a disc cone on the top. You know the top of the disc cone? It looks like that on the top. So that's what the other guy did. So I'm thinking about doing something like that, and I don't know. I gotta, because I want to keep it. I'm trying to comply. I should have said I am complying. Sorry, I am complying. I want to comply. I am complying. Do I convince you? I'm complying. It's 1620. Who's on 1620 right now in this area? No, can I at least get a little? If I can get out at least, if I can at least get out a mile, who knows? I just want somebody to catch me. Like, I called this station on, right? TV, not where's that? TV Radio 1972. I call his station from Clifton, New Jersey. My little AM station with 100 milliwatts of power. Of course, he'll probably label it pirate radio. Pirate radio at 1620. And then it's that Danny guy. Pirate radio guy. I'll be labeled a pirate. Right? I'll be labeled a pirate. Arr, pirate. So I'm gonna try it. I want to try it. I'm gonna dedicate like this guy was it VW Westlife? I know he was using an old Pentium 1, I think it was. It was an old Dell computer where he was running Winamp. I think he was running Winamp for his playlist. And I was like, man, I wouldn't mind doing that. It's nice. I have a little FM station. I know, what's his name? Far Point Farms. He has a radio. He has a little AM radio station. I think he's using 1620 also, 1610. One of those frequencies. So I'm thinking about that. So yours is active? It's still on? Because I wanna do that. I wanna or get a Raspberry Pi and I can use that and just play. Oh, Raspberry Pi doesn't use much. Cause I want my computer not to use much power. I want it to be like a, even my netbook. If I put my netbook and have a playlist, and I can just play off my netbook. Because my netbook, it doesn't use much power at all. Plus, the netbook has a battery in it. So if the power goes out, I have this and on the UPS. I since reduced my broadcast schedule down to 4 hours a week, 2 hours on Thursday night. Okay, so you're a broadcaster. Wow. Because I would like to do that. I would like to like have an audio podcast, but I want to do some music too, a little music. But the problem with music is I don't know. Maybe classic rock. Classic rock, everybody hears classic rock, especially around here. If somebody in Jersey were to pick up my station, classic rock, okay, I'm gonna listen to that guy from now on because I need that the bait. Oh, Bon Jovi, okay, I'm gonna listen to this guy on Thursdays. AM use a Bonito whip antenna. No, for the 515, I don't think I want to use that. Because anyway, that's a receive antenna. No, this is to transmit. I'm broadcasting medium wave. That's what we're talking about. So I don't think the Bonito whip is to broadcast. I think it's only to receive. You talking about the active one, the mini whip, whatever. So that's a receive antenna. But and plus, like it has to be under a certain power to comply with Part 15. So that's interesting, Keegan. See, interesting. See, Keegan, look at you. I'm finding more stuff about you. You're a broadcaster now. Some people call you a pirate. You're a pirate. So yeah, because I know Farm Point Farms. There's a few. I've seen a few YouTubers, and I'm thinking, man, I want to do a little AM station, AM broadcast station. That'd be cool. I simulcast Milwaukee NPR station uh, on their website, and they have music variety called or it's all right, ma. It's only music, which airs for 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, that'd be cool. Now, of course, in my case, if I do a podcast, it got to be clean. I can't, you know what I mean? Can't be dropping no f bombs and none of that. But even if I don't say, even if maybe just I don't know, maybe not even that. Maybe at least I could replay some stuff in over 10 minutes from now. Okay, no, that's cool. Wow, yeah, because I bought this for that reason. You know, and let me tell you, it's in good condition. It looks like it was barely used. It looks like it was barely. Even the rubber feet are still intact. Normally, that's the first thing that goes out, the rubber feet. This one is almost in mint condition. The box was beat up, but this thing was in pretty much mint condition. And I have the plug. The plug is it came with everything. Everything was but it's in nice condition. So when I tested it out, it worked fine. I hooked up my phone to it. I picked the frequency. I went to the other room, to the boiler room. I put it on that station. I heard it. I was like, oh, okay, this is working. I think I put it on. I forgot what station it was. I think it was first 1620. Then I think I picked what other one? Because this don't do 1710, right? Part 15, there's no 1710. I think 1700 is it. I think that's cool. Because I was gonna go high. I was gonna go like 1690, but that's over here that's a few stations we get 1690. So 1620 is a sweet spot for me. 16 and this I can't do 670 because that's 640. No, I can't do any of that. So it has to be up there. Because of course over here is crowded. Medium wave bands are crowded. So they recommend that you pick a station. You can pick a spot where nobody's broadcasting in the because what you're doing is you try not to cause any interference, therefore you don't get a complaint. So, and I know here in New York State, as in some areas, 1620 is a utility station, like what they call TIS, the highway stuff. I'm gonna click on the link. Okay, I'm probably gonna open in this one. I'll drag it to the other one. Now I'll watch that later. Okay, let me drag it to the other. It's all right, ma. It's only music. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, I hope it's not gonna. It's not gonna play on. It's not gonna play by itself, right? Okay. Because I want no copyright. Let me scroll up. Okay, it's still scrolling. Okay. Anyway, leave it. All right. That's cool. I know Bobby has internet radio. I think internet radio show or something. Which I thought about too. I thought about internet radio show, but I thought about internet radio show and then do an internet radio show and then rebroadcast that on that FM AM transmit locally. Just wholly unaware. What's going on? Good to see you. Music is probably the only thing I listen to on NPR. Oh, okay. No, but I listen to other stuff on NPR. Don't get me wrong though. When like last night I was talking about our leader, president. I listen to NPR too. I listen to both sides. Don't think that I'm like, oh, right-wing conservative. Oh my God. I listen to NPR. I don't agree with some things when they say certain things, but that's fine. But I listen to because we have NPR here. We have a WNYC 820. That's NPR during the day. And then after midnight is BBC. And I listen to it. I won't listen to everything on NPR. Like some of those talk shows, I'm sorry, they're a little, but I'll listen to some of it. Some of it, not all the time. Don't get me wrong. But I listen to some, and okay, whatever, and you know. But yeah, NPR. So that's what we have here. WNYC 820. That's NPR. And go to my phone. Okay. What is this? Oh, this was early. Okay, never mind. This message was earlier. All right, and okay, so 3 hours and 40 minutes. Nice. And let me check the time. Local time here is 8:55 p.m. Okay. So I'm going to round it off. I'm going to see if I get another 20 minutes. I can also pick up NPR station 89.5 KWGS, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay. Yeah, so NPR, I know we have that NPR, WNYC. There's another one we have. I can't remember what. And I'm talking about medium wave. And FM, there's a couple of them on FM. I believe there's a couple of them on FM. But the one I will listen to is WNYC because I listen to the BBC. Modified MLA, sir. What's going on? Hey, brother from another mother. There you go. My brother. Brother from another mama. Yeah, so NPR, I listen to NPR, but again, mostly it's gonna be because of the BBC at the evening. I listen to the BBC from there. So that's cool. Wholly unaware. Cheers, my Radio DX. So yeah, cheers. Oh, speaking of which, I'll be right back. Let me just check something real quick. They froze. Okay. All right. I forgot. I left a beer in the freezer and it froze. Oh my God. Now they have to let them thaw. Now I have to wait for a while to even have a sip. They froze. He said cheers and it reminded me. I said, cheers. Okay, beer. Okay, go. And now they're frozen. King DX, sir. I also listen to classical music from Wisconsin Public Radio on their website from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. Okay. So let's see what's. Oh, let me minimize this one. Yeah, don't feel. I know. I do it all the time too. Sometimes I do it all the time.
I heard that a lot.
Wow, the needle's pegged.
The problem is, a lot of people couldn't afford the $200,000 to put a down payment, so they are because we're not building rental apartments anymore.
CR Effects 6070, right? Out of Toronto. That needle's pegged on the The needle was pegged all the way. Wow, that thing's coming in. MLA 30 stock.
Price of concert tickets is through the roof. Have you experienced a little sticker shock?
September 30th marks the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation and A Day to Listen in partnership with the Port Downey and County Winnipeg Fund. Radio stations across Canada will come together to amplify Indigenous voices, sharing stories about the land, the languages, the arts, and the culture. Join us for A Day to Listen 2022 tomorrow. And to learn more, visit adaytolisten.ca.
Detects an accident the moment it happens and even offers you emergency assistance at the tap of a button. Okay, but what if I don't have an accident? Well, just choose life insurance.
So that's CRFX from Toronto, Canada. And good. Wow. CFRX. Yeah, CFRX. I can see that. I said it the other way. CFRX 6070. Okay, wow, it's coming in good. That needle was pegged. That's how strong the signal was coming in. Wow. Yeah, so my Radio DX, sir. No Cuba still. Nothing. No Cuba at all. I'm gonna see what else I can pick up.
In the right lane and westbound 401 express lanes.
All right, Keegan. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the chat and everything. And thank you for some of the tips. I'm gonna do the radio transmit. I'm gonna set up my radio station soon. So take care, Keegan. I'll see you soon. I'm just gonna stay on for another few and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Because right now it's 3 hours and 45 minutes. And okay, thanks for the update. I can see I think it's gonna take a while to restore. I don't think it's gonna be a couple of days. Yeah, because it's not even listed as shortwave schedules. I've been checking for the last couple of hours or so. And they're not even listed. If you go to shortwave schedules and you put all the schedule, you want everything was playing now, and none of them are listed. No Radio Habana, no Radio Rebelde, nothing. None of the frequencies are listed. And from what I'm reading about the news, it looks like they're going to be down for a while. So I don't think what I was saying earlier, it might not be the same. We might not ever have the same number of stations coming back. So that's why I've been trying to tune other, what normally will occupy those frequencies. I'm trying to see what else I can pick up. So so a medium wave tonight, I'm gonna try that too. Like 640. Normally I pick up Progresso. I'm gonna see if I can pick up something else now. I'm gonna try. I didn't try last night on medium wave because I was busy. I had to do other stuff. And my son is running up and down upstairs. You can hear that white guy. Wow. Yeah, because I told him I was going to be on for a couple of hours, and I'm approaching 4 hours. So, but yeah. So yeah, I think Cuba is going to be down for a while. I think they're going to be down for a long time. Because if it's anything like what happened in Puerto Rico, it could take months. It could take many months for them to fully restore power all over the island and all that, especially their infrastructure the way it was already. I think this is just going to be a long-term thing for Cuba. I think we're looking at it's not. At first I thought it would be a couple of days, but no, I think it's going to be longer. So maybe on right now, as for example, I'm looking at the 60-60, right? Or what is it? 60, no, 60-50, 60, 60-40, 60. I'm trying to find all these stations. Even 6,000, right? You got Radio Guaba from Brazil. So I'm trying to pick up stations like that, even though that station is 10 kilowatts. Wow, 10 kilowatts. And of course, you got the CNR, Voice of China, CNR 1 and 2, right? So, stations like that, normally you won't get them. Now I'm going to try to get them. I think I picked up, I know CNR, one of them I picked up today. But I had to make, but yeah. So they're gone. Maybe I could pick up something else, especially the way they were transmitting at 6,000. Oh my God. Like, give us a break already with that noisy. So I'm going to try it, especially Radio Guava. That'll be a nice catch. 10 kilowatts. Portuguese from Brazil. So somebody's going to catch that. And, I'm going to try to catch that. And like I said, medium wave, I'm going to try, 640. I'm going to try 790 tonight. See if I pick up something else. And we'll see. So anyway, Matt Ready DX, this is the way it's going to stay. I'm using the microphone today. No more headset. Because I was playing the radio and stuff like that. Of course, I can hear my son sometimes upstairs. I don't mind him playing, he knows. But when he starts stomping too much, I have to tell him. I have to remind him. Like, but anyway, I think it's about time I'm going to log off anyway. It's already 3 hours and 50 minutes. I'd rather stay here for another 10 minutes and just babble. I think we're going to call it a night. And last night I was streaming, so I wanted to make up for it tonight because of, and I already know what's the issue with that. I think I'm going to look for a new computer for that, but I want to keep it this format anyway. And now that I use my microphone, I'm going to look at the replay. I'm going to see how my microphone, the audio, how it came out, everything. Because this is going to take a few hours to render with YouTube, and then I can see and see if I have to do anything. But I want to do it this way with the microphone from now on. I don't want to use a headset anymore either. Originally, this is why I bought this microphone. And oh my God, you hear him? Oh my God. Okay. I guess he thought that it was over, the stream now. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now. I think it's time. So anyway, thank you for watching. And I'll see you soon. And I think we're going to do it. We're going to next week. I think it's going to be on Wednesdays around 4:00 Eastern time. And then maybe later on it'll be on Thursdays, or maybe I'll do Wednesday, Thursday next week. And or maybe I can come in during the weekend. I'll do something, and let's see what goes on with this whole thing with the Cuban stuff and everything. So anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you, Holy Ono, and thank you, Matt Radio. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye. There we go. Bye.